you the sniper. Hiya, 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 it's Aya, Aya, Aya. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. It's me, Da. Goob. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Yeah. Hi, 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 hi. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, hi, happy Saturday. I had a bit of a strange day. So, I kind of knew that Disco Elysium would affect me to some degree after playing it because chat told me that like oh, you got through the tribunal. There's still more tearjerker shit in there. I was like, huh? What? And so I mentally prepared, and I scheduled this stream after DE because I had the soft suspicion that I would be emotionally affected afterwards. And lo and behold, I fucking was. So, so here we are. I went to bed at 5:30 in the morning, don't judge me. I was up very late finishing the game. And then I made a quick dinner, and I got some work done, then I went to bed at 5:30. I woke up at 9 because I was so emotionally raw from the game, I couldn't sleep. I basically took a power nap, woke up, remembered that Disco Elysium exists, and could not fall back asleep. Did you eat? Yes! I ate already. I made some pasta. Yeah. I made some delicious tomato pasta. And it was quite tasty. Yeah. I made my pasta. I made a little bit of pasta. And so, I also, so I went out today with the girls. I woke up before my alarm, actually. And so I got up really early, got ready. I got, K-barbecue with the ladies. And then I picked up my new desk! Yippee! I went to the store. I also stopped by the whatchamacallit. I stopped by the bakery and got matcha cookies because, turns out the salesperson I was talking to at this furniture store, actually, I knew them from like a decade, no, more than 15, 20 years ago? Yeah, quite some time ago. No, like 20 years ago. And so I gave them a bag of cookies and we caught up a little bit. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you've gotten so much older. You're so tall now. You used to be so tiny." And so, I didn't have time to set up the desk yet because I got home like maybe like an hour and a half ago and I had to make some dinner and handle some chores. And so it's sitting downstairs still. I have to carry it up here later. Then I'll set it up later. Yeah. Yeah, and so, that was nice. Picked up by myself. Oh no, Dad helped me. Dad helped me pick it up, and so, yeah, we did that. Yeah. And, yeah, that was my day today. But the entire time, Dad, even in the car, was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm fine, why?" And he's like, "You seem a little somber." And I was like, "Oh, how so, Dad?" And he was like, You're very quiet today, and I noticed that you've been playing sad music in the car." I was playing the Disco Elysium soundtrack. I really like the Whirling in Rags music. Yeah. He was like, "You're being very quiet, and I've noticed that you've been playing sad music in the car." I think Disco Elysium simply has me feeling some kind of way. Some kind of way today, yes. I feel like it'll be... I think the game will stick with me for a little while. I have a creeping feeling that's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, the whole world was unraveled and saved by my failure cop. And his guardian angel best friend, essentially, you know? Yeah, basically. And so, but anyhow, I will preface this. So you see the pinned comment, yes? Okay, so here's how we're gonna do things, chat. You've been warned. There may be some spoiler talk. However, I will ask y'all to keep things a little vague. So for example, you can talk about the ending of blank. Like, oh yeah, the way that anime A ended broke me. Or the way that this character spoke to that character. Going into direct, like oh, when this, and this happened in this exact, like order, that's a little too specific. Just because in case there's people in chat who are interested, it's best to be a little on the vague side. Maybe don't give away everything, but list off, oh, the ending of this movie when blank spoke to blank, you know? Yeah. Additionally, if media is over 10 years old, I think it's okay to be a little more specific because it's quite old at this point. I still ask you to use some discretion a little bit, but I think you can be a little less careful with older media, especially like 80s stuff. Like if it's from like the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, like that time period, yeah, you're fine. Just blur it out. It's okay. Like I think someone mentioned The Fly. I watched that ages ago because it has the Man of Sex. Who's the Man of Sex again? From Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. His name never sticks to me. Why does it never stick to me? It's you know, the Man of Sex. You know the life Jeff Goldblum. Yes, Jeff Goldblum. Wow, what a sex icon. How he's so attractive. He's so attractive. He's gorgeous. Wow. But anyways. And so Jeff Goldblum, what a sexy individual. Yeah, Ian Malcolm. Yeah. And so I think he plays Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park, but anyhow, I liked him a lot in The Fly. So stuff like The Fly, it's been out for a while, since like the 80s, and so it's fair ground. If you'd like to spoil the entire movie, like things that are in the 90s and 80s, you have my full consent. Just go for it. But anything after that, maybe exert a little bit of restraint. And also, just so you're fully aware, any media that we've played or discussed already here on stream is open game as well. Like, you can talk about the ending of KCD2, Disco Elysium, Baldur's Gate 3, and its many other endings, that kind of thing. Perfectly fine by me, because that is stuff we've already talked about or touched on in this channel, and we're something that I think the most of us are already acquainted with. Hi, Steve. Hi. Okay? Them's the ground rules. Yeah, the ground rules. So, in short, exert some discretion with how specific you are with recalling parts of games if they involve spoilers or any kind of media. If it's older than 10 years old, then you can probably relax a little bit. If it's like 90s and 80s, just blurt it out, you're fine. Yeah. Exactly. Use your discretion. If you think the media is that good that you want people to experience it unspoilered, then follow that instinct, essentially. And this discussion applies to media, like in games, in movies, in books, in comics, shorts, whatever. And when I say like it broke you, I mean like it affected you emotionally in some way. You know, it can be positive or negative or whatever. What if it's a show? Absolutely no, not a show. I hate shows. That's fine too, of course. Why wouldn't it be? But yeah. That's the general rules, methinks. Yeah. But anyhow, I'll start it off. Disco Elysium fucked me up so bad last night, I could not sleep more than 3 hours. And the entire day today, I was out of it. I was a little out of it because I kept just thinking about Disco Elysium. It's just, wow. What a well done game. Such a well done game. Huh. It's just, I love the idea of redemption, of that you will never be perfect and you may not even be where you were previously, but there are steps you can take and you can do to get there, at least in some part. And also just the beauty of humanity, you know? People who exist like Kim Kitsuraki, like the Hardys, you know? Yeah, delightful. I love it. The people in DE are messy and complicated, and I kind of love that. Yeah. And so, anyhow. Thank you, George. Positive break. Romancing Edelgard as girl Blyleth in Fire Emblem 3 Houses made me stop coping and admit to self I'm kind of a trans woman and a lesbian. Happy Pride. Work. It's like, I remember seeing that pre-check. I went, oh, work. It's like, work, honestly. I mean, I think a lot of us have had awakenings because of anime characters. I think Titania. Wow, we had awakenings thanks to Fire Emblem. Wow. For me, it was Titania. I was like, wait. Why would I like to kiss her? Why am I upset she's not romanceable? Huh, interesting. And then that thus began my homosexual underground mind project that lasted all the way until now. Yeah. Thank you, Malcolm, for the 13 months. This number bodes poorly. 13's not unlucky. 1 plus 3 is 4, and that's the number of death. Oh wait, that is unlucky. I guess we're going to hell then. Thank you. I'm gonna step for 1 second. Excuse me, pardon, I clear my throat. Thank you, Malcolm. I cry every time. Monday, thank you for the super. I cry every time Goob ends stream. Well, that's because you're clingy. That's because you're clingy borbs. I keep telling y'all to not be clingy, but you never freaking listen. Stinky borbos. All they do is cling and whine and cry. Ridiculous, these ones. Utterly ridiculous. Thank you for the super, George. My broken medical made me want to die. Positive. Oh my god. It's about a woman who finds that her friend died on the news. So she steals her ashes to spread them on a beach she wanted to visit for reasons unknown. There's doomed romantic subtext. I think someone in chat mentioned that before. I can't see my keyboard, makes it hard to type. Yeah! I read someone mention that before. Yeah, it's on my list. ID sniffle, sorry, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that, goodness. I'm beginning to think this amount of phlegm is a little abnormal. I should probably get that checked out. Like, I don't think I have a deviated septum or anything, but I hear this could happen. But anyhow, sorry. I'm a phlegm monster. I can't tell if it's because the pollen season has been god-awful today. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know if it's like any kind of, if it's like pollen just being particularly... Because to be fair, the pollen has been very bad this year. It's been very, very bad this year. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just pollen or something. But like, I'm like illegal amounts of phlegmy to the point where it makes it hard to breathe and talk sometimes. And so it could just be that. Because I read or heard somewhere that this year in the US... apparently got record amounts of pollen or some shit like that. The trees couldn't stop gooning. And so, it's been making talking really hard for me lately for the past several months. Maybe that's where my throat problems are coming from. Yeah, do we say movies count? Any media. Any media. When I say media, it's the broad umbrella. What did I title the stream? Games or media. Any media. It can be an ARG, it can be a physical book, it can be a rock with a drawing on it you found deep in the forest. It is media. Any kind of media. Media is a broad word, that's why I used it. Thank you for the super, George. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like that'd be my speech. I should probably read it at some point. I wonder if my bookstore has it. I should probably call in and ask. It is hot. I should probably call in and ask. It's been so, but has it? I've been like really, really phlegmy. Yeah, I've been like horribly phlegmy. But anyways, thank you, George. Thank you. Phantom, thank you for the super. The first film that made me cry was The Fly. I saw it first on TV when I was 12, and the sheer tragedy of it all really added to the gruesome body horror. The thing is, it's like, not to be a massive edgelord, but this is kind of why I really like Guillermo del Toro's films. So like, I really like empathizing with the villains. You know, actually, I like villains in media. I like villains a lot. Because I feel like I kind of grew up in the era of kind of like the flawless hero. Like, every hero is good through and through. And that's cool and all, but it gets boring, you know? I kind of like that villains are messy and that kind of thing, and oddly relatable because people are not perfect. They are not perfect heroes. They are not like morally correct all the time. I find villains more relatable and interesting in that regard. And so I liked The Fly a lot because technically the Doctor is an antagonist, technically, because he's playing God with some shit. But I don't know, I love seeing like villains as tragedy or tragic. That's why I really like Guillermo del Toro's films, because Guillermo del Toro, like who's also an edgelord, I might add, always says that he relates more closely to the monsters in media than the heroes, because, you know, they're just relatable to some degree in some flawed way. And I find that delightful. Yeah. And so, yeah, no. I love The Fly. I love it. I think it makes his suffering, like, I feel like gratuitous gore I'm actually not fond of. That's why I actually do not like slasher films, because it's just gratuitous. I feel like if there's gonna be violence, it should be there for a reason, you know? So like a lot of slasher flicks, so hear me out. I don't like Friday the 13th. I don't like Jason Voorhees. I don't like Freddy Krueger. I don't like Chucky very much because it's gratuitous. I don't really care for it. Like, I like it when the gore and the violence has some value other than shock, you know? Like, for example, The Substance. It makes sense. It's a body horror film about feeling like not in your own skin. Literally birthing a clone, I think, warrants the body horror. The Thing warrants it because there's a creature wearing our fucking skin. I feel like The Fly makes sense. The metamorphosis. It makes sense, you know? I like it when the blood and gore has, you know, like a purpose to be there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I mean, the thing is, when I say I don't like those movies, I acknowledge that they're iconic. They're iconic and have done many things right. However, I just don't care for them. They're iconic and do cool things, and you know, they're horror icons. But I was just meh. Not for me. So same thing with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm like, meh. Well, the thing is, I guess it makes sense because I guess you're a family of cannibals. So I guess it thematically makes sense. But I was like meh about it, you know? Yeah. It kind of falls under the like kind of exploitation style horror films of like the 80s and 70s, which is like fine. That's cool. That's its own subgenre, and I'm not gonna yuck your yums. It's just not for me. Yeah. It's just not for me. I'm just not gonna yuck your yums. It's just not for me. Okay. Yeah, I acknowledge it's iconic. And to be fair, I'm a sucker for great set design, and like the genuine horror of just the set design is great. Fabulous. And let's not forget how iconic several scenes are. The chainsaw swinging at the end, the way that Leatherface slams open the door whenever he enters the room. It's great, you know? Yeah, exactly. The first movie is my favorite of the franchise, by far. I think as it progressed, it kind of became like a full gore fest. But it's so surprising how, like, despite the nature and I guess what's implied in the movie, there's actually not much gore. You don't really get blood and guts. You get lots of blood, yeah, because people are getting their heads bashed in or hung up on meat hooks. But it's actually not particularly gory compared to some of the stuff that comes out later in the 90s. So, like, it's not bad. Yeah. But anyhow, thank you, Phantom. Thank you. But no, I loved The Fly. I loved it. And I didn't really cry, but I did feel, like, hurt by the end of it, I guess. Yeah. But thank you for the super gym, Lummy. A silent voice. I was already in my mid-20s when it came out. At the time, I was really struggling with depression and life in general. To this day, it's the one movie that made me cry. Isn't that the one with the girl who's deaf? I'm calling the police! It is! Yeah, that's right. Okay, no, I was once told that calling someone deaf was rude. I'm referring to myself as that. So, Lord Drop, I'm deaf in my right ear. I don't hear good. So, it's really gross, but I had a really bad infection that took a lot of my hearing, and it kind of got worse. It was manageable for a while, but over the years, it simply just got worse. And, I can hear, but barely. To the point where, like my ear doctor was recommending perhaps a cochlear implant. But, like, I don't really want one, though. I can still hear good. As long as you're not talking to me in an open field and you're 5 feet away speaking to the wrong ear, it's fine. Because even in the car, like, if I have someone in the passenger seat, the sound echoes around the car so I can hear them with my good ear. Yeah. But I was told that apparently it's rude to call someone... So, is hard of hearing the more appropriate term? What's the polite term for someone who doesn't hear particularly well or has a compromised hearing? Well, what is the... I guess the socially kind way of saying that? Because I just been saying deaf. Or like... Because that's how I've been describing myself, and that's what my doctor said. Or I don't know. But I was just told by some acquaintances. But anyhow. Yeah. You see, that's the thing though. I'm like, it's like, I understand that, like, that, you know? Is it just deaf? Is it? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I remember someone telling me that I can't use that term, and I was like, wait, am I not allowed to? Like, is it rude to say that? You know? Yeah, I don't know what the proper way to address it is. I guess it's up to me since I have it, I guess? Yeah. Precisely, solely, I hard agree. Yeah, absolutely agree. Yeah. And I referred myself as hard of hearing because, to be fair, I'm not completely deaf in my right ear. I just can't hear very well at all. Unless you're directly next to me, I'm gonna have a hard time hearing you, you know? But yeah. But thank you, Jinlami. Lin Kurosawa, thank you for the shupo. An NPC in Dying Light. Isn't Dying Light, like, isn't it a zombie game? It's a zombie parkour game, right? Isn't it? Let me see. Oh, it is! Oh! He has to infiltrate a quarantine in a fictional mini-city called Haran. Ah! Parkour is okay. I thought I saw a gameplay of this a while ago. If you find an NPC in Dying Light who unalived himself, he was looking for a memorial of his kitty cat when he did so. It's the earliest gonna get in the game. I avenged him and his cat. Oh my gosh. I love going to cemeteries. So the thing is, it's so sweet. It's like during COVID, I got a little stir crazy and I left the house every now and then to walk in the cemetery. Of course, only during daytime, lest the demons come out. However, one of my favorite things was taking a little walk because people had free time because they're working from home, working remote, or not working at all. And so the cemetery is in really good condition, at least the one near me. And so, what I did was I would walk around and just read the headstones, read the tombs, read the epitaphs, all that stuff. And the amount of ones for pets. I love how it's regardless of who you are, where you are, who you are, where you're from, your creed, your whatever. I love the fondness for pets across all cultures. The fondness for animals. It's like these animals will fully adopt like the last name of their family, right? So you can kind of vaguely guess the culture of their last name, and you'll see pets of all kinds of families, all kinds of cultures, all with equally sweet like tombstones. And it was so funny because I'm getting teary-eyed. Woo! Disco Elysium has me deeply emotional. Okay. Sorry. And so like it was so nice to read. It's like a beloved pet never forgotten, or like you know, one of my friends buried her dog, who was a chihuahua that was a massive ankle biter. Like if your dogs were out, she was biting, right? And so her tombstone read "Biting Heels in Heaven." Super cute. Yeah, it's like I think some of them are like more than just a pet, or though you are just an animal, like though you are just a cat, you meant more to me than anything else in the world. It's very sweet stuff, very sweet. And so, I love the universal bond that all people have with their animals. Yeah, the sweetest shit around. I love it. So cute. So Lynn, I'm just saying that because I would do the same. I would absolutely do the same. Lynn. Thank you for the super, Jamlummy. It didn't quite make me cry, but the end of the first Walking Dead by Telltale Games hit pretty hard. I cried. I forgot whose plate... Was it PewDiePie's? Or was it Jack... Markiplier? I watched... I think it was Markiplier. Yeah, way back when, before I could afford any games. I watched a Let's Play of the first season of The Walking Dead. Yeah, I bawled my eyes out. I bawled my eyes out. I love... My favorite... Oh, I love father-daughter slop. Love it. Just slurps it up. Slurps up my slop bowl. I love that shit. It's just... Like... I love that. I love father-daughter slop. I love it. I will slurp it up any day. Phantom, thank you for the super. Other movies that made me cry. Phantom of Paradise, Shape of Water. I love Shape of Water. And only partially because the fish god is sexy. Vampire... Okay, Vampire Hunter D. Hurricane Katrina. Regardless of story, if you've not seen Vampire Hunter D, watch it. It's gold. Secondly, the art style. Divine Smite! Hurricane Katrina. Puss in Boots. Cunty cunt cunt. Aggressively slay. If you like the art style to Castlevania, you need to watch Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. It is psychotic. I love it. It's as you know, I'm a bit of a goth girly in a Victorian goth kind of way. I steal makeup inspired by that movie. Because the art is so cuntilicious, like the long downturned eyelashes, the sharp features, the dark red lips. I steal the makeup from that movie a lot. You know, if you like Hellsing, if you like Castlevania, you would like Vampire Hunter. Okay, bring it back. End of Evangelion, Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, Kung Fu Panda is actually amazing. 1 and 2 are really good. The third, meh. Fourth, we don't talk about it. But it's actually really good. it's really good. You know, it's the second one's Shen was such a good villain. I loved it. Kung Fu Panda 2 had no reason to be that good. The stupid movie with the Jack Black panda had no right to be that good, but it was that good. I got teary-eyed. That's like during the flashback sequence in Kung Fu Panda 2, when Poe's past is revealed with his mother, I cried. Maybe I'm just a weenie, but I cried. I guess I can kind of relate because luckily my parents are still alive, of course. But I understand the sacrifice a parent is willing to make for the better future of their child, you know? And so like I don't know, I think it's the child of immigrants kind of thing, but like it was so good. I cried. Kung Fu Panda, the stupid Jack Black panda movie had no right to be that good. Thank you, Phantom. Jim, let me thank you for the super. This is a song that always makes me sad. It's called Angeli Requiem. For those who don't know, that's my ending BGM. Yeah. Actually, this song you're currently listening to, this current BGM, I think I was listening to my BGMs randomly while trying to work, and this one actually makes me cry a little bit. So this BGM is called Slumber. It's from Dova Syndrome. And I remember when Gigi passed, I kind of dove into working because Gigi, like, there's no tea, no share my own cat. She passed at a really fucking bad time. Lots of things were going on, and I didn't even feel comfortable publicizing her passing for a while until like way later, like 6-7 months later. 6-7. I just didn't feel comfortable, and so. Because, like, it was kind of at a strange moment where showing any kind of vulnerability or weakness kind of put, like, a little red dot in your forehead, you know? And so I didn't feel comfortable speaking about her passing for a while out of just, you know, protect my own peace. And, I remember to cope, I just kind of just buried myself. I just buried myself in work. And so I actually work a lot, I work a lot better with, instrumentals playing. So I'll often listen to like the soundtrack for KCD2. That's a pretty common one. Nupitals is my favorite song from the soundtrack. KCD2, Baldur's Gate 3, recently Disco Elysium, like just like songs with no lyrics so I can focus. And so I remember when I was burying myself with work, I was just listening to random songs and my own BGM because I think our internet went out one night and I was listening to music and trying to work. And this song was kind of sad and sweet, and I started to cry. It was like, I think like maybe a few weeks after her passing, and I was just burying myself in work to cope with it. And like I bawled my eyes out. The work got done though. I was working on D&D scripts, you know. Yeah. Anyhow, thank you for this super jorts. My Life as a Teenage Exocolonist is a raising sim / visual novel where you plan how your protag spends their time on an alien planet from 11 to 21. I got lots of bad endings across multiple playthroughs that were still really satisfying. I have never heard of this. Give me a second, let me Google this. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Pretty art style, like the colors. Huh. I'll look into that. Thank you. I'm also passively grabbing recommendations for different media to get into, so great. Thank you, George. Thank you. You know, one of the I think, when was the last time a visual novel made me cry? None, because I play Gooner ones. No, none. I play a lot of Gooner ones, so I guess I can't relate. But thank you, George. Thank you. I'm gonna sniffle. Excuse me, pardon. What? Pardon me. Pardon. Sorry about that. But thank you. Thank you for the super, George. Thank you for the recommendation. I'll look into it. Thank you. Mwah! Spaceball player? Like Space Jam? To every atom in their body. Crazy. Thank you. GM, let me thank you for the super. The first season of ReZero. It's such a great story, but so fucking emotionally exhausting to watch. At least has a nice ending. I've actually yet to watch it. I have friends who cosplay from this series. I literally help them style their wigs, but I've never seen it. I need to watch Violet Evergarden. I need to. I heard it's good. Also has swords and shit, which means it's up my alley. Thank you for the super, Jim Lemmy. Megalobox was also a nice story despite the silly premise, but it's a second season / sequel, Nomad Megalobox 2, where it becomes genuinely great. Is it like a show? I know what this is. I've seen ads for this. I've seen fan art from this. I know what this is. I've seen fan art for this. I know what this is. I guess now's my time to actually watch. I do have a Crunchyroll account. Might as well. Okay. Thank you. Vivico, thank you for the gifted. Malcolm, thank you for the shupa. Thank you. Weird one. The closing arc of Denzel Washington's character in Safe House really got to me, even though the movie itself wasn't really that great. I have not seen Safe House. Wait, where have I heard this before? Safe House. I think I've seen this floating around on Netflix. I never got to watching it. Denzel Washington is such a good actor. Yeah, what a good actor. I haven't seen it yet, though. It's crazy. I keep forgetting how old he actually is, because he doesn't seem to age. I forgot how many movies he's in. He's in so many movies. He's so old. He is so old. He doesn't look his age at all. It's genuinely kind of impressive. Thank you, Malcolm. Jim, let me thank you for the shupa. Last before I split away for RPG night. I agree that relatable / deep villains are great. And I think nowadays a lot of writers overdo it and villains get complete unearned redemption. Exactly. That's why I hate the Disney thing where every villain is secretly not that bad. It's like, no. I like a villain to be actually a villain. And also, like, not that I'm against villain redemption. I think there's just a way to do it better. I think these days it's a little hand-fisted. People are so quick to get to the emotional release of like, oh, look, they're not really that bad. They have to earn it. And I feel like a lot of writers rush it these days, you know? Yeah. And just, plus some things are just irredeemable. Irredeemable. But, I don't know. I like to be proven wrong. We'll see. I don't know. I believe certain things are proven wrong, but maybe one day I'll receive a piece of media or writing that's so compelling, it has me question my own beliefs, you know? Yeah. But thank you, Jean Lummy. Just Jay Stodies, thank you for the super. Halo Reach. Me on that game, ending had me sitting back in my seat, staring at the sky, telling my existence for what I went through.
Oh, Princess, thank you for the donation.
The last time a piece of media made me experience, like, existential nonsense was Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. You know? That movie, I know that I just sound like the sheeple who all just unanimously glaze this movie. But, like, it just tickles so many things for me. Like, the complex relationship of, like, Asian moms and their daughters is something to be studied. It's very... It's something. It's complex. And there's a lot of interesting conversation around that. But it's complex. And I already was, like, mildly dabbling into nihilism as a personal philosophy / viewpoint up at that point. But I think it's so stupid how a movie that goofy ass movie is like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm a bit of a nihilist, but I just think it's nothing matters. So what matters is how good you are right now. You know, I believe that I do not have the promise of receiving retribution or karma for my good deeds now. But I make an active choice to do good deeds because that's simply the good thing to do and I want to do it, you know? But that's just me being a little flowery about it. But thank you, J Stodies. But Balloy, thank you for the shupa. What'd you say, ma'am? I'm making fun of the fact that I can't hear out of one ear. That's wow, and it's yellow too. Wow. Okay, and it's yellow too. Wow, making fun of my inability to hear and the fact that I'm Asian. Wow. Wow. But boy, thank you for the shupa. Your line able hit me pretty hard. You know what else is gonna hit you pretty hard? You in the sock. Get inside. Don't just yes me. Stop. Thank you for the shupa. Thank you. I think Wolf Children also hit me pretty hard. I cried like a fucking idiot. I cried. Stupid anime furry movie making me cry and shit. Was it Wolf Children? Oh, something like that. What was it titled that? Yeah, Wolf Children made me cry. Pretty hard. Yeah. But thank you for the shupa, Bubba. Steve, thank you for the shupa. Final Fantasy 14. I need a sniffle, sorry. Sorry, I'm just unbelievably flummy. Sorry about that. A character sacrificed for everything for hundreds of years, inspired by the player's heroism. His only goal was to help us. He ended up saving multiple worlds. I stop every single time. One of my fave RPG stories ever. You see, I've been meaning to I've been meaning to get into Final Fantasy, but it's such a long-standing series. I just don't know where to start. And I feel like every now and then I get just overwhelmingly, like, just overwhelmed with how far behind I am on something. And then I just never get into it because I feel like it'll take me forever and I just don't have the time to invest in that. I think that's why Warhammer was easier for me to get into, because even like the experienced lore heads don't know everything, you know? I feel like it's normal not to know everything. Yeah. And so like yeah, and so I just get confused. Yeah. They're self-contained? How come they are? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll perhaps find time to look into it. I just know there's a lot of it. There's just gonna be a lot of it, and I'm gonna have to find whatever free time I have to get into it. Oh my god, sorry! Sorry, we had pretty heavy rain today, so I think the humidity plus the pollen plus the horrible weather we've been having is just wreaking havoc. I am incredibly phlegmy. Like, it's hard to talk because I can feel the phlegm catching in the back of my nostrils. Sorry about that. Thank you for the super steep. Lynn Kurosawa, thank you for the shupa. A game that genuinely broke me is called A Street Cat's Tale. You play as a kitten and it's very harsh and difficult, and awful things will happen. And there are good endings, but the game made me too sad. I mean, that makes sense though, because like, you know, because I remember when I debuted, the game Stray was really popular, and I remember I would watch other members play Stray on stream, and I remember thinking to myself, I was like, huh, well, I'm pretty sure being like a stray cat's pretty hard, right? Like, I volunteered at animal shelters, and some of the things animals go through are, there are some, you know how earlier I mentioned that I find it cute and fascinating that every culture regards their pet with such love? Well, across cultures there's also evil people who think it's okay to hurt said animals, that just because their intelligence is not that of ours, that it warrants cruelty and that kind of thing. And so that's a fascinating point for a game, Lynn, because like, it's a real thing that happens, you know? I remember saw a clip, I don't know if it's real or not, but I saw a clip of like this gentleman at a sanitation facility, like sorting through garbage bags. And so bags are going to either recycling or like getting incinerated, blah blah blah, whatever, however they handle stuff there. And this gentleman who's working the line, like lines of trash and refuse are passing by a conveyor belt. He picks up this big plastic bag, and because he feels something wriggling in it, and he opens it, and there's kittens. Some evil fuck decided to put a bunch of kittens in a plastic bag, knot it shut, and toss into the garbage. And it was only just caught by this gentleman. You know? And so, I think that's a fascinating angle for a game, Lynn. I'm quite curious about that. I might play in my free time. We'll see. I feel like I like media that makes me feel things, you know? Yeah. Oh god, sorry, Ali Sifel. Pardon me. Thank you for the super, Jay. The closest thing that came to breaking me was the original Corpse Party. Really? I didn't really vibe with it for some reason. Yeah. I think it's because I've seen Scary Movie at that point. They had like a Ju-on the Grudge reference that kind of reminded me of a scene from Corpse Party, and I couldn't take it seriously. Yeah. You know? For some reason, Corpse Party didn't really bring a tear to my eye. For some strange reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't find it... It was just... I was very, like... Very muted in my reaction to it. I don't know why. Yeah, it just... Some things I don't understand why they don't tickle for me. You know, some things absolutely tickle, some don't, you know? Like, to this day, I'm not sure why Oblivion didn't tickle me. Oblivion should, though. I like high fantasy. I like dark fantasy. I love RPGs. So I was like, huh, how come it doesn't tickle? Is it because I find the jank and the age kind of charming for Oblivion, but it just didn't work somehow. I don't know why. I wish I liked it. Was it all the underwater sections? Maybe that's why? GM Lummy, thank you for the shupa. Okay, live, this is the last one. I like Nier Automata's OST. Oh, one of my friends went to see them at the orchestra thingy, I think in California a while ago. And it made me feel a sense of wonder and exploration. The story's really poignant too. Sad then happy then sad then bittersweet. I love bittersweet stories, true. Thank you for the shupa. One second. I think I got a cough a loogie or something. It's not... I'm struggling over here. I think I got a cough a loogie or something. Thank you. Thank you for the shupa, Gianlummy. Thank you, thank you. Reese's Pieces, thank you for the shupa. Homestuck in 2026? in the good year of our Lord 2026? Wow! Great. You know, one of my closest friends, I met her in the library of my high school, and I was already acquainted with her to some degree. But I saw her sitting on the floor of the library with her other friends, and I'm a year older than her, so I was like looking down at her, and I was like, "Hey, so what are you guys talking about?" She looks at me and goes, "Homestuck!" And that sparked our friendship. I knew nothing about Homestuck, was not interested, but I bully her about it every single day. Hey, remember how our friendship sparked because you mentioned Homestuck? And to be fair, high school best friend and I are actually best friends because she approached me in high school and she saw me drawing Hatsune Miku while waiting for my parents to pick me up from school, and that sparked our friendship. Thank you for the power of Miku Christ. The rest is history, yeah. Homestuck has emotionally broken me, props like 3 separate times while reading it. Also listens to music as media. Like Him by Tyler, the Creator, is a song that hits me every listen. A song that hurts me every single time I listen to it. Out There by the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah. I never read Homestuck, and I know I meme on Homestuck fans. Clearly something was good about this series to have so many fans. Clearly. I have nothing against Homestuck. I just find the fandom cute. It reminds me of simpler days. It reminds me of far simpler days. Thank you, Reese's Pieces. Thank you. I don't listen to much Tyler, the Creator. I should probably get into him. Prox, thank you for the super. Thanks, Proxy. The finale of Yakuza Like a Dragon was one of the few games that got me close to crying. The JP and English VAs for the final scene are perfect. Ichiban's my favorite character, and I unironically strive to be like him. I think a game is good when you look at a character and you strive to be like them. Well, among other things, of course. But I think for me, unironically, like Karlach, I idolize and want to make sweet love to Karlach. But the thing is, I love just someone who has just a bright zest for life, you know? I find it charming, and I want to be like someone who constantly enjoys life and wants to, and just I guess me it's because she's brushed with her own mortality and everything, but like I find that charming and inspirational. I love that, you know? I think it's sweet. I love that. I think another character I strive to be like is probably like okay, Harry from Disco Elysium, but like I don't do no drugs. I don't do no nothing. But I believe that redemption is available to those who are willing to work for it, you know? And I like what Harry represents, you know? Yeah. Excuse me. And so, anyhow. Thank you, Prox! Thank you! I've seen bits and pieces of Yakuza gameplay. I've watched Finana and Scarlet's playthrough. Gabriel, thank you for the pink shuba! Thank you! One thing that breaks me in general is a sense of epistemic communion. That is when you realize that the way you think or feel is not wrong, that has a name, and other people share, and they can use it to make the world a happy place. Yes! Yes, Gabriel! That is what, like, everything everywhere all at once did for me. I was like, oh, wait. So, nihilism is not just me, like, checking out of reality or anything. Oh, I think the lack of my permanence and meaning in this world can be used to be a good thing, you know? I am not held to the belief that I will be repaid for my kindness. I simply am kind because that's kind of hardcore, you know? Yeah, absolutely, Gabriel. That, and when I realized that girls are pretty... I mean, like y'all know, I really could care less about what my partner is, as long as they're hot and wearing armor. That's the... my standards are very low. Or high, depending on who you ask. But... I was like, wait a second. Yuri? Thank you, Gabriel. Mwah! It's because, yeah, hope-core nihilism is the way I roll, baby. Yeah, it's as corny as I sound, it's kind of metal to be nice, isn't it? I think being kind is kind of metal. Yeah, Steve, you need to watch it. It ruined me for, like, I remember when we sat in VC with Fuchan and we watched it together. Not a single dry eye in that VC. Not a single damn one. We were not muted. We were quietly sniffling. Thank you, Gabriel. Mwah! Jay Stollies, thank you for the shupa. On another note, your background reminds me of Spirited Away. It's making me feel things. Bro. I absolutely cried Spirited Away. Like, to this day, Summer's Day is still a song that makes you cry my eyes out. That and Carousel of Life. But, like, no, I cry my eyes out. I weep listening to the soundtrack, okay? Also, the song of Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke.
My period cramps.
Yeah. Thank you, G-Stodies. Gabriel, thank you for the soup. I need to watch Violet Evergarden. I need to watch that. Thank you. Gabriel, thank you for 30 months. Also, VNV Nation's orchestral album Resonance is a certified soul crusher. Will you cry once before and then again after paying attention to the lyrics? Oh. Adding that to the list. Okay, added. Thank you. Jesse, thank you for the soup. Without getting too much spoilers, a certain important choice with no good outcome in Life is Strange. Yeah, I think what Jiro mentioned earlier in chat that like Life is Strange like ruined her too. No good outcome in Life is Strange 2 episode 2 had me stun locked for a bit, even though I knew which I'd end up picking. I think like I think there's members who actually played the game, and I think I avoided their streams because I was planning on playing it in private at some point. Is it that good? I need to play that. I heard good things about it. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Mwah! Mwah! Thank you, Nadia. Happy 45 months. What broke me full-blown sobs was One Piece episode 3112, where Going Merry breaks and goes up in flames. Never thought I'd cry over a 2D ship. It's the same thing where it's like, I'm so far behind, I know I'll never catch up. It's got like 1,000 some odd episodes. Yeah. Thank you, Nadia. Yeah! Thank you. I heard the writing has really golden spots in One Piece, though. But Bully, thank you for the soup. Your line, April. Girl. I watched it at an anime con ages ago. Not a single dry eye. Not a single damn one. People with streaky cosplay makeup. The streaky cosplay makeup was crazy. Thank you for the Silpa Madra. Summer, you were there. Doomed, you heard me back. That's on my list. I need to watch it. I need to read it, pardon me. Yeah, I need to read it. It's on my list. I just never got to it yet. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Major. Mwah! A hearty happy 27 months. In honor of Pride Month, this one movie that broke me is called I Saw the TV Glow. It's a whole metaphor about body dysphoria. 10 I recommend. Oh, huh. So fascinating, because the psychological horror drama. I was gonna say because the poster looks like a horror film. Huh. Noted. Thank you for the recommendation. Happy 27 months. Happy third pregnancy. User, thank you for the shupa. The saddest part is when someone deserves redemption, but they themselves don't think they deserve it. How does one help one who refuses to be helped? Exactly. And that's part of what really hurt me about Harry for that dream sequence with Dolores. Insane. It's like I did thinking on it. Just quiet introspection after finishing the game last night. And I think there's probably lots of theories or lots of explanations for that scene, but a part of me thinks that it's kind of normal. I've read that it's kind of normal to vilify your exes and that kind of thing. But I think it could also be that Harry simply kind of lives in a time loop where he blames himself for everything that went wrong with his failed relationship, you know? And so we don't know for sure how their breakup went. If anything, the call he had with Dora was actually rather like, I guess, like, I wouldn't say kind, but far less brutal than the dream he had. So in reality, the breakup could have ended up a lot different. But it just comes across as like Harry is constantly in the loop of, I deserved it, therefore I'm going to replay this in my mind in the most brutal way possible because, quite frankly, I am trash and it's what I deserve, you know? Because Harry is suicidal, he is deeply depressed, he does abuse his substances and all that stuff. And so I think it is pungent, and it makes sense for that to happen. But it's still brutal as fuck, and also followed by the see you tomorrow. Bro! I need to read a Hopecore fanfic immediately. I'm about to disappear for weeks on end to read fanfic. That's the only way I can do this. Thank you, user. Harley, thank you for the shupa. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the dungeon, the vault, and Final Fantasy XIV. Is it that bad? Thank you, I never knew that Final Fantasy had such crazy, beats like that. I was not aware. I was not familiar with its game. Thank you for the 38 months, Chalby. One Piece Media that hits me hard is Kiki's delivery service. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my... Yes! It's the kind of movie that simply gets better as you age and as you understand things as an adult, you know? Absolutely, Chalby. It's already good when you're young, but when you get older, you're able to relate to it and kind of pick it apart a little better and it just relates to it more. Yeah. Thank you, Chalby. Jackson, happy 44 months. To answer your question, Amore, I watched an analysis about Amore. I knew I wouldn't play it because I don't really care for the gameplay style, so I was like, okay, let's watch a video to explore the story. And though it didn't make me cry, it was somber. It was somber and made me feel a certain kind of way. Feel bittersweet at the end, I suppose. Thank you, Lily. Thank you for the shupa. Hi, Gooby. The game that broke me was learning about specific NPC backstories in a current game I'm playing called Palia. Huh. Girl. I'm calling the police! Some of the most... I love it when game devs hide heartbreak in little details or background things. You won't notice it. You won't notice it right away, but if you look closely, you'll see and it hurts. It's I know this is a fairly recent example, but again, the +2 Kim truly trusts you, just hiding there in plain sight. It's not even I love it. I love it. And I think there was what was it? I don't know. Sorry, I forgot where the game was. I forgot what the game I was talking about.
I am now
But
telepathically
I love that.
sending
I
you
love
my
it when
period
NPC
cramps.
backstories are given so much care in the background. They're not main characters, but they get care anyways. I love it. Thank you, Lily. Emerald, thank you for the shupa. I took my mom and aunt to see this Vietnamese film 3 different times in the theater, and I cried so hard I got a migraine. Nang met di bo. Take your mom to take a walk. Di ba bo or ba ba. Mang mẹ. Sorry, I can't read accents in Vietnamese. Mang mẹ. Mẹ means mom. Đi means to go. Ba means to leave behind. Bo means to walk. How do you pronounce that, Emerald? Sorry, my Vietnamese is not super great. Cause the mang mẹ means to bring mom. Đi means to go or leave. I can't see if it's bo or ba. Let me see. Let me Google translate this. Let's see. Oh, to leave. Yeah. To leave. Okay, gotcha. Cause I can't read the difference between bo ba. Okay, mang mẹ đi ba. Huh. It's the title does not bode well. The title sounds quite sad. But duly noted. I'll bring it to my mom. I'll see if she wants to watch it. Thank you, Emerald. Just J Studies, thank you for the super. We already talked about this bit in pre-chat, but I gotta say it again. Fucking Up. Yeah, Up's, like, the first 10 minutes of Up are brutal. Absolutely brutal. And a masterclass in writing. No dialogue. Disney popped out. Okay, I criticize Disney movies for a million things. I will never criticize them for that bit, because that was good. That was good. The theater was in tears. The theater was in fucking tears. Thank you, J Studies. Jackson, thank you for the super. I lost fam too, so hit me where it hurt. Ah. I see. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, because it was, what, the sister in Amore that passed? Yeah. Fantastic, thank you for the super. Now if you've heard of June Maed, who made a lot of keys, visual novel / anime clanad into... Oh yeah! He made a gacha game called Heaven Burns Red. Heaven Burns Red. Heaven Burns Red. Pretty art style, watercolor. Oh, it's free too! Oh! I wonder if they have it on Steam. I seen the Google Play Store. Huh. It's basically an Apocalypse Doom Yuri of girls fighting versus aliens with surprisingly an emotional ride, and it's still not finished. Huh. Interesting. Duly noted. Thank you very kindly for the recommendation, Fantas. Thank you. Gabriel, thank you for the shupa. Quite tangential, but since you mentioned your nihilist awakening with everything everywhere, mine happened with a short piece called Freeman's Worship by Bertrand Russell, so maybe you'll like it. Freeman's Worship. Oh, it's a book! Ah! Do they have an audiobook? I hope they have an audiobook, because I tend to listen to audiobooks more than I read these days. But I'll bookmark that, thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you. Free Space Berserk, bro. Berserk is here to grab you by the balls and twist aggressively, okay? Berserk. I have not read the most recent chapter, but I've been avoiding spoilers like the fucking plague. Like the plague. It's an article? Oh, noted. Yeah. God. I think I actually watched a video essay of this gentleman. His daughter had passed away, and he played Amore right afterwards, and kind of gave his thoughts as he was playing. It was very fascinating. I don't know if you... It had a lot of views on the video, so you may have seen it at some point. It was very popular. But yeah, a gentleman who had lost his daughter decided to play Amore after her death, and it was very insightful and interesting. Yeah, very interesting. One piece of media, I've mentioned it before, and so you're gonna be a little scared. So the artist is Harada. Now, if you read anything BL related, Harada does a few things. Hardcore smut is one of them. Hardcore smut is one of them. Also, their BL can be a little bit if you're sensitive to certain things. It can be a little intense. It can be a little diabolical and dark-sided, okay? But Harada loves hurting people. Harada loves hurting people. Harada loves psychological. They love hurtcore shit. And so, if you're not super keen on that, maybe steer off to the side. However, one short story they wrote, I think it was 5 chapters long, is a story called One Room Angel. It actually has a live action adaptation. And basically this individual, this man, he's kind of like a dead-end job. He has a criminal past, so he can't find good work. He's working at a Kombini. One day, he gets stabbed due to an altercation with a gang person. He gets stabbed and goes to the hospital. He survived. However, he begins seeing the vision of an angel. And the entire story is about how he lives with this angel and how, like, the things he learns from this angel and that kind of thing. And I will not spoil the story for you because, as much as I'd like to tell you more about it, it's beautiful. It's a great story. It's very sad. So, okay, we're gonna enter spoiler territory, so I'm gonna wiggle like this once I'm done talking about it, okay? So feel free to mute me for a little bit if you don't want to hear it. But, okay, so wait for this. Okay, go ahead and mute me. Okay, I'm giving you the chance right now. Go ahead and mute. Okay, so what happens in the story is that, essentially, the main character tries to figure out why the angel is here. So the angel can speak to him and has the appearance of like a high schooler. And so what happened was the angel speaks to him and is like, hey, I want to fly back to heaven, but I can't because my wings are damaged. And so they learn together, because the angel has amnesia, by the way. They learn together that the angel's wings, like the condition of his wings, are affected by the emotional state of those around him. So if people are feeling violent, angry, and like bad and evil, then his feathers wilt. If people feel loving and kind and do good things, his feathers grow back stronger, right? And so through the series, as the main character fights his own personal demons, like the angel's wings reflect that. And through a series of events, you find out that the reason why the angel is with the main character is because the same day, the same exact moment that the main character was stabbed and blacked out, a student, the angel, jumped out of the window to self-annihilate, and he died. And it's theorized that the main character was saved because, I guess, the student died instead, right? And so he finds this out. He finds out that the angel was a high schooler that offed himself. And he speaks to his dad. And the talk between him and his dad is the sweetest, most painful thing. I know that Harada loves to write in order to hurt people. The conversation hurts. It was bad. And so, but anyways. So, again, I implore you, read yourself. Towards the end, the main character begins to have a better appreciation for his own life and learns from the angel and that kind of thing. And one winter's day, no one else could see the angel, by the way, I should probably say that. Only he can see the angel. One day, it's a snowy day in Tokyo, and they're just like walking and talking and that kind of thing. And the main character's actually enjoying life and is really happy. And then, like, in a speech bubble barely off screen, the angel goes, I think I can fly. And then the main character goes, oh, that's great. And like he prepares a snowball to throw at the angel. The angel's gone. He flew back to heaven. And the rest of his... So essentially there's no evidence left of the angel. And for a while, the main character is very depressed again because of the disappearance of the angel, because the angel improved his life so much, right? And so the only evidence he had left of the angel was a single feather he left behind. And so throughout the series, the main character tries to build bonds with his sister, with his friends, and in his depressive slump, his friends come together to help him out of it. Basically, like, lifting him back on his feet. Like, everything he's learned and everything he's practiced with the angel are basically coming to fruition at the end of the manga. And at the end, he dies of old age. And the last few pages of the manga are the angel just sitting, like standing with his hands folded, waiting, like, oh wow, took you long enough, you look old as hell. And then he's joined by an older version of the main character as they walk off into the void, I guess. Okay, spoiler warning over. Wiggles. Okay, I'm done talking about it. But it's good. It's really good. I have not seen the live action yet, but I did read the manga. It's good. I recommend it. If you get your hands on it, absolutely read it. It's very good. Yeah. It's very, very good. Yeah, I think I just love, like, self-improvement stories. Yeah. I'm emotionally vulnerable because of Disco Elysium. Sippy the water. But I remember reading it in bed. It was a Saturday. I was bawling my eyes out. It's the kind of crying when you lean back, like you're laying on your back, and your tears are coming out the corners of your eyes and they fall into your ears. The tears are streaming into my ear canals. I could hear my teardrops flooding my ears. The title, One Room Angel. Yes, One Room Angel by Harada. Harada. Yeah, Harada writes a lot of very, like, dark, smutty BL. That's very, like, not for the weak of heart. But every now and then writes shit that's like, you know what? Fuck you and your emotions. Yeah, exactly, Steve, exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Come on, you. Watching 5... Girl. I remember watching that. I watched that in high school. Girl. Some writers just hate the viewers. Fuck you, cry! No, I bawled my eyes out, Kent. I bawled my fucking eyes out. It ruined me for a good week or so. Thank you. It's more pungent when you watch as a student, honestly. Thank you. Icely, thank you for the shupa. I remember reading the Golden Compass / His Dark Materials series in college when I was riding a slow train away from home and bawling my eyes out at the ending. Books are better than the movie. The Golden Compass. That rings a bell. Is that an older movie? I remember this. I remember the TV ads for this. I remember the commercials. Huh. I knew it was based off a book. I've not thought of this movie in a long time. 2007. Holy shit. It's 20 years old. The movie is almost 20 years old. The movie could vote. The movie's allowed to vote. Yeah, just from Googling it, there's a YouTube video that says, why 2007 Golden Compass failed behind the flop. I can only imagine how bad the adaptation was. I guess it's probably a situation where the book is better, huh? Thank you, Ice Blake. Mwah. J Studies, thank you for the super. Saturday became Saturday. True. Shut up, Cypher! Okay, now, we're gonna talk about it. The Amazing Digital Circus. I watched the finale last night, so if you've not watched the finale is available on YouTube. I managed to avoid all spoilers, by the way. I steered clear of them. And so, I watched it. So, again, because this is very new media, we will not be talking spoilers, okay? Alright? Refrain from speaking of spoilers, okay? We can reference things, but we cannot lay things out because there may be viewers in chat who've not had the chance to watch it. It's an hour-long episode. It's on YouTube. It's free. Go ahead and watch it. Support Glitch Star. Not Glitch Stars. Wrong one. That's a corpo. Wait. Wait. Hold up. Pardon. What was it? What's Smash doing here? Yeah, not Glitch Stars. I mean, yes, Glitch Stars too. Yes, I have friends in that company, but like the animation studio, Glitch.
Smells like heresy.
Okay. Now, I am not trying to be contrarian. I am not trying to be like, oh, you like it? I don't because I'm cool. It's my honest opinion. To be fair, I did not like The Amazing Digital Circus that much. There are aspects I really liked, but the overarching story I was never truly invested in because I like personal character pieces. I do. I like them. I like stories that revolve around a specific cast, like Disco Elysium, that kind of thing. I like that. But for some reason, the story of The Amazing Digital Circus did not click with me. I don't know why. I do not know why. I really wanted to like it. I cannot discern what I like or dislike sometimes. And despite watching it in its finale, I was meh. And so I watched the ending and I was kind of like, okay. A few plot holes that were not filled. Meh. I was meh. I'm not here to yuck your yums though. With that being said, it's an amazing series. Like the amount, the quality, the animation, the quality, the voice acting. The voice acting's amazing. Holy shit. I was meh about it. I thought it was interesting. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. No, it is not bad. It's just that like it just didn't click with me. So I'd say it's a good series. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the ending either. But I can tell it's good to some degree, and I think a lot of people agree it's quite good, but not for me. It's meh. It's meh. Yeah. Lynn, thank you for the super. I was reminded of the Going Merry sinking in One Piece, and now I'm very sad. Someone mentioned that earlier. Uh-oh, we're all crying now. Uh-oh. Thank you, Lynn. Mwah. 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 Yeah. And so, yeah, the final episode was okay. It was alright. It left a few holes, and I felt like certain things were a little bit rushed and or not addressed. But that's fine. Maybe I just don't get it. I could just not go get it. Yeah. I very well could not just get it. I'm also not particularly emotionally invested in the series, so I guess maybe as someone who's a little more neutral about it, it just didn't hit me the same way, because obviously if you care about it, it's gonna hit harder, obviously. But I was mad about it. Not for me. But like, I can see where the good points are. And to this day, Kinger is my goat. Kinger, my goat. I adore that man. Yeah. After school word to... Oh, it's so funny because my high school friend likes that series. It's like a webtoon, isn't it? Like a manhwa? Yeah. He's from the fandom hates the ending? Really? Huh. It's like, I was not very keen on it, but it wrapped it. I think that's just because I'm mad about the series, but like, I don't think it was bad. It just wasn't for me. Yeah, of the Digital Circus characters, my favorite are Zubul and Kinger. Yeah. Zubul and Kinger. And I think, without spoilers, I think the reason why I didn't really care for the ending is I do not like Jax. I think emotionally distant asshole characters are... They're to me. And that's... Did you know? I was worried. I was worried that Harry was gonna be like Jax. In a sense that, like, he is so broken and so damaged that he can only push things away and hurt things, right? I get so
of that trope. It annoys me. I see it way too many times. Every villain or every antagonist, every character's like that. Every same background story, everything. And the one thing I liked about Harry is that I guess it's because he's an open-ended character that can play as you want to play him, right? But I like that my version of Harry is simply just raw, you know? He's messed up, he's fucked up, and that kind of thing. He's suffering the consequences of his actions. He fucked around and found out. But I like that it doesn't manifest, or I did not allow it to manifest into, like, let's push everyone away, you know? Let's be an asshole to everyone, you know? Don't get close to me, princess, you only get hurt. I think my Harry is very raw. He's very earnest to a fault. Very sobby, sorry kind of cop. But I kind of like that. I like how raw and unfiltered he is. He's just genuinely a man who's trying his hardest. And him trying his hardest is ugly. It's raw. It's not polished at all. It's gross and it's not very clean. But like it's just it's him trying, and I love that. Yeah. And so, like, I like it. It's a hit or miss, but the animation quality is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous animation quality for Digital Circus. With love, no shade, no tea. Did y'all see the auditions? The open audition tweet for Nijisanji? Did no one else think? I was like, yo, are we getting the Digital Circus as AiaAmareLIVE? Like, what's going on? It was the background colors looked like a circus tent, and the silhouettes of the characters. I was like, yo, are we getting amazing Digital Circus and Nijisanji Am I crazy? I saw that, and I was like, no shade to the designers, of course, but like just from the silhouette and the design of the promotional like image, I was like, bro. I was like, this is just the Digital Circus. Where do you do it? Pomni is now a member of Nijisanji Am. Okay, I suppose Pomni is literally just a member of Nijisanji Am. It was gonna happen, I guess. The RVTubers, I'm not surprised. They have the voices for it. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, it makes sense. What other media? Oh, okay, did not break me, but kind of set my standards for, like, my preferred type of, like, rivalry between, like good guys and bad guys. The Kingdom of Heaven. Cross off your bingo cards. I mentioned Kingdom of Heaven. I really like the scene where
I am now telepathically sending you my period
Baldwin
commands.
and Saladin meet on the battlefield, and they speak with nothing but respect. They don't command each other. They go, I pray you withdraw. I pray you back off, and that kind of thing. And then, like, they exchange greetings in different languages. Like Saladin greets him in English, and then Baldwin greets him in Arabic. Like, come on. The absolute aura forming. And plus, the little detail, like, at the end of the conversation, when they agree to have terms, Saladin recognizes that Baldwin, like, wheezed, because being a man with leprosy on horseback is probably very painful. So he just, like, avoids his gaze for a brief moment out of respect and goes, I'll send you my physicians. And mind you, cultural context, at that time, those Saladin and those folks, they were leagues ahead in science and math at the time. So whatever medicine the Crusaders had going on was not to that level. And yet, out of respect, Saladin sent his own physicians over. Aura. Straight aura. I love the Kingdom of Heaven. Director's cut or nothing. There's also a working theory that the Hospitaller is an angel. Hi, Kujo. Hi, Kuno. Yeah. Thank you, Fantastic. One mention of Jun Maede. He was actually depressed and almost gave up because his creation of the day became a god-sadly flop, but he's fine now. You see, I always worry that, like, when people create things and they don't do well, I always worry about them. it's their life's work, you know? So even like with streamers, every now and then I'll see a streamer doom post, like a random indie on my timeline. Like, my stream's not doing good, I'm super depressed. I'm like, that's why it's a hobby. Thank you, Fantas. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Feels like the medieval passive aggressiveness. Well, more like it was a show of respect because they didn't want to, like, back off. Like, you know, stay away from this land or whatever. They said, I pray. Because they're both men of faith, by the way. Like, I pray you'll back off. I pray you'll back off. That kind of thing. Yeah. The entire exchange is so fucking cool. So fucking cool. I love Kingdom of Heaven. I really like it. Oh yeah, Gakko Gurashi. Yeah, Ma-chan was telling me about that. She really liked it. Yeah. Yeah, Gakko Gurashi, she was like, hey, it's kind of heavy, by the way. I'm like, okay, but I love like dark subject matter and media, so like, I need to watch it. Yeah, exactly. The technology in Muslim cultures back in the day were advanced, right? So at the time of Saladin and Baldwin meeting at the battlefield, Saladin had the upper hand when it comes to mathematics and science. Like, they had probably better doctors. And so, absolute aura farm to offer his own personal physicians. And also, the absolute gall to be marching, to be in your tents, like, as you're moving your war band, to be in a tent with a box full of ice? Then Reynald de Chatillon, was it him? Yeah, Chatillon? Yeah. Reynald de Chatillon. So, are you ready for a tangent? Okay. So, there's two French crusaders, right? So, they're captured by Saladin. Saladin is in his tent after their capture, and he has a chest full of ice. He scoops it up and offers it to Guy. So, Guy is basically, like I think brother of Baldwin? No, heir to the throne if something bad happens to Baldwin, essentially. And then Reynald de Chatillon, I think, is one of his lackeys. And so, Saladin passes this chalice full of ice water to Guy, to which he denies it. And the symbolism behind that is that when a king offers you water, he's offering you protection. Essentially, no one, he will not lay a hand on you, neither will his guards, neither will anyone in his proximity seeing this right now. No one will lay a hand on you as long as you accept this water. Guy denies it because he's like pissed. And so he passes off to Reynald de Chatillon. Reynald, not knowing the custom, like, oh yeah, I'll take it, free water, and sips it. To which Saladin slits his throat and beheads him. You know? It's just, there's so much cool cultural context and medieval fuckery. It's just sick. I love it. Okay, sorry. I'm done talking now. Sorry. 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 Anyways, okay. That was it. I just thought that was a really cool exchange, and it has cultural context because of the passing of the chalice of ice water is like a symbolism of protection, to which Guy was too prideful to accept, and Reynald de Chatillon incorrectly accepted and paid the price for with his life. Sorry. I just like it. Never apologize for being autistic. Mods, kill Josh! Mods, kill Josh! What the fuck? Mods, kill this guy! What the hell? What the fuck? Shut up! Shut up! What the fuck? Thank you for the Silpa Phantom. I pray you'll back off. I pray you'll back off. I pray you'll kiss me in the mouth. I pray— what? You heard me? But in front of the Lord? Baldwin had leprosy. I don't think he's smooching anyone. Thank you, Phantom. Yeah, I know, right, Steve? Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? But isn't that cool, though? Yeah. Oh, the physician. Huh, noted. Nova, happy 28 months. There's one episode of Samurai Jack from the perspective of a robot that had broken free of Aku and found a pet dog. Do I remember that episode? I mean, I remember this one time my brother and I were watching Samurai Jack on TV. My mom and dad walk in, like, hey, isn't that kind of mature for them? I don't think they realized it was Adult Swim. they thought it was still... No, I think no, Samurai Jack was on a Cartoon Network. Yeah, late on Cartoon Network. And so my parents had no fucking clue. I was like, Anyways. Leprechaun's leprosy! Leprosy! Okay? And honestly, the... King Baldwin's design, I mean... I know it's a literally historical thing, so he had to be wrapped in bandages because... So... My favorite character designs are either completely covered or completely nude, no in-betweens. I like my character... The thing is, I find... I don't view... Not that there's anything wrong with sexuality or anything. There's literally nothing. I as a proud player of Bunny Garden. As a completionist Bunny Garden player. As a woman who unironically plays New Carnival. There's nothing wrong with sexuality. But when I look at a naked body, I don't think, like, fornication. I think, the natural human form. It's pretty. And so, when I draw mostly nude characters, I do it because I just think it looks attractive and fashionable. I find nudity oddly fashionable, you know? It's like, nothing's more cunt than the bare body with very little draped on it, you know? Just like, maybe something to cover the sensitive bits or something, but like, I don't know, even then I don't really care. But I find nudity attractive. However, contrasting, I also find full clothing, every inch covered, fascinating. Very, very cool. And so, I love Baldwin's look. So he's wrapped up because he has leprosy, obviously. And he wears this metal mask. And he has all of his hair's head wrapped up. He has like this robe on. So fucking cool. Just masterclass of aura farming cool design. And I don't know how accurate the costuming in the movie was to his actual design. I found some images of depictions of King Baldwin. That seemed a little bit similar. But regardless, so fucking sick. Exactly, Cooper. Relevant, thank you for the shupa. Hacksaw's Ridge. God, let me say one more. Yeah, I love Hacksaw Ridge. Honestly, Andrew Garfield? I actually quite like his acting. I quite like him. And then the end of the movie, like, like, get up there. No, like, they're telling them to get up there. Like, we're waiting for Private's prayers to finish. You know? The respectful wait for him to finish praying before he goes back over the ridge. Bro. Yeah, Andrew Garfield can act. I love Hacksaw Ridge. One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite. I like a lot of World War II movies. I think, All Quiet on the Western Front is one of my favorites. Brutal, by the way. Absolutely.
I love to see the stream of donation. You donate the
Brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge was insane because they had to tone down the story because it was too unrealistic in reality. Crazy. But no, what a cool ass movie. What a cool fucking movie. And thank you, Robin. Wow, Bronco, happy 33 months. Chapter 1 of Nike. Honestly, I heard Nike has an unironically good story. I have a friend who plays Nike, and she swears to God that it has a very compelling story. I need to get into it. It's like when I play New Carnival, I know what I'm getting into. I know what I'm getting into. Girl, the plot of New Carnival can be summed as, oh, I got isekai'd. Oh, look, this person's low on energy. I know how to help him. Zip! You know, it's like... It's like, I'm not gonna pretend that New Carnival has a compelling plot line. It can be cute, it can be sweet at times, but there's only one way to fix this! And it's through sex! You know? I love it. Oh, Raichu, thank you for the super! Hi, Anya, for super. Ah! Congratulations on your first super chat, Raichu. Is your name like a play on the evolution of Pikachu, Raichu? I wonder. Something that's broken me in the past few years. Banana fish, girl. Banana fish, the shonen eye lovers' like worst nightmare. The amount of hurt involved. I think me and Ash talked about a while. Ash Carriel talked about a while back. We love our hurts. We like it when it's painful. Labani Corporation and the Husky and his white cat. That my novel and my favorite series. I cried so much. Ooh. The Husky and oh. What a pretty cover. A very pretty cover. Noted. Thank you for the recommendation, Raichu. Mwah! Thank you for the Shuba. Happy Shuba! It is Gibby. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you, Raichu. Mwah! Welcome again. Hey! No. We are not. We do not peer pressure viewers to akasuping. That's mean, okay? In fact, we frown upon those. They're like doing drugs. We frown upon those, okay? How do you feel about undergarments? I think they're pretty in a design sense. I don't really think they're sexy or anything. They just look pretty. Yeah. The song's Blessing? Oh, wait, from Disco Elysium? Are we talking about the same one? I can't type. No, I don't think it's... No, it's not one of them. Which one's... What song is Blessings? Yeah, I guess it's not Disco Elysium. I mixed it up with something else. What song? You didn't listen to artists. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna go super into it because big spoilers, but I can say the scene with Jax in the finale that made me tear up a bit. The Malleus solo? Okay. My mind went to Warhammer first. Like, is there Marnius? You mean Marnius Calgar? Okay. Oh, that one. Yes, that one from Twist. Right. Yes. Very good song. Beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful. But no, I was just so confused. Y'all have to be specific with me. I forget things all the time. Okay, I was confused. Okay, Kuja, you're gonna hate me. I didn't like the ending. Not that I didn't. I was meh. Well, to be fair, I also never liked Jax because I get annoyed with the whole like, my default way of handling my own trauma is being an asshole. Not there's anything wrong with it. I just see it everywhere. I feel like there's a million ways to go about it. You know? Yeah. I just get bored of it. And so I was so mentally checked out of being invested in Jax that like the ending just was, I was like, okay, cool, you know? Yeah. I still think that the Digital Circus is a great series. I just don't, it's not for me. Still a great series though. Things can be like objectively good. I just not like them. You know? Yeah. A Space for the Unbound? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Fascinating name though. Yeah. Gotta go for a night. Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't like the Digital Circus a whole lot. I feel bad. There's just one too many tropes that I do not like in there because I just see them a little too often. But like, that's just a personal taste thing. Hell of a boss. With love. I say this with love. I do not like the writings of Vivian Madrano. I watched all of season 1 of what Hazbin Hotel. I watched all of Hell of a Boss. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I think one of the big things is that the writers kind of have feature creep, where it's like, no. We have to have everything. We need this emotional beat, this. When you only have 8 episodes, it's not gonna work. Okay. The thing is, I thought it had promise because an episodic thing of like new person in hotel, learn to work with person, like heart to heart, etc., etc. It's like, I think the vignette style of introducing people to the hotel and rehabilitating them would have been, in my opinion, a preferred, for me, something I would have preferred. Very similar to Mononoke. Not Princess Mononoke, love that show, love that movie though. Mononoke is about the medicine seller, Kusuriri, who goes around Japan fixing supernatural stuff, and it happens in an episodic order, right? Like every episode, he fixes something. I like the one episode fix kind of format, with like an overarching story on top of it, right? But lo and behold, I remember talking to Machin about it. I was like, because I saw the teasers for the actual show, and I was like,
Cue the sniper.
I think they're going for a Heaven is Bad angle. It's like, the thing is, that would not be bad if it was not the most predictable thing on the planet, you know? And I don't know, I feel like the show just was weak in writing. A little weak. Yeah. I felt like the writing was... And I know this is a very common criticism that it's just down to preference and that kind of thing, so I'm not going to ding them too hard on it, but it's like, does everything need a sound effect, or a camera pan, or a swear, or a quip every second? You know? I think I personally like it when my media slows down a little bit, so I can swallow it. I feel like even in the first episode, the camera never just stays still. Okay? Like everything is like bouncing all over the place. Like, okay, there has to be a swear every few lines. There has to be an in-joke. There has to be a fourth wall break. There has to be this and that, the edgy humor. And the thing is, like, it's... I get it, but I don't think it's for me. I think I prefer my media slow down a little bit. With that being said, like, I do enjoy some adult cartoons, like, I watched Family Guy in college when I was finally allowed to watch it. And that's kind of it. But it was meh. It was meh. Didn't care for it. Jay Stilty, thank you for the shield, but I can say for sure, every Studio Ghibli piece breaks me in one shape or form. Particularly Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Ponyo. It's so funny because Ponyo didn't hurt me. It just filled me with joy and whimsy, you know? Yeah. And one Studio Ghibli film I like is Nausicaa. Really good. A little... It's still very popular, but not as frequently mentioned as all the other ones. Really, really good if you're not afraid of bugs. There's buggies, warning. They're not super creepy though, but Nausicaa's really good. Valley of the Wind. I think Mononoke soundtrack, the song of Ashitaka, so fucking good. So fucking good. It's like Howl's Moving Castle. Nah, I cry at that movie too. I love it. I love that movie. It's like, I know that everyone glazes Studio Ghibli, but I just love their movie. I am one of the sheeple. I love their movies too. I am also a Ghibli glazer. I also love their movies. Yeah, Porco Rosso, yeah! Thank you for the super Deja Bell. A scene from season 2, episode 11 of Love Live School Idol Project had me crying. I was sad for days knowing what was to come, and it made me realize how important Love Live is to me, so no more fixation ever since. I do stalk your profile, I do notice that. Would it help you to know I've cosplayed Kotori? I don't know if that's your favorite, but I have cosplayed Kotori at one point. A long time ago, in another life, I cosplayed Kotori a long time ago. Thank you for the super Decibel. Thank you, thank you. It's like, Funny enough, it's really stupid, but I found myself crying at Sanrio Danshi. I think it's because it was so joyful and cute and simple that, like... I think I found myself one evening, like, just playing Minecraft, watching Sanrio Danshi on another monitor. And I was just happy and just relaxed. And it brought a tear to my eye, you know? Not all things are emotional beats. Sometimes just the feeling of contentedness. Yeah. Thank you, Decibel. Mwah! Mwah! Love, love. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Turtle on the dotted line, huh? Interesting. Yeah. Out of context, Aya says she doesn't like Has-Been and that Family Guy is better. I wouldn't say it is better, but I liked it better. Yeah. The thing is, how do I put this? With love, as a former DeviantArt kiddo, I've been on DeviantArt. When I watch Has-Been comes across as a series that's trying to be something really big. Like, it has big plans, and it's trying to be nonchalant about it. You know, like... It's like, we're looking for big ideas, big morals, big story beats. But also, look, we're nonchalant, we swear, we joke around, we have throwaway bits. I feel like Family Guy is smaller in scale, and is more like, we're a fuck-ass cartoon, you know? And I think that's why I slightly enjoy Family Guy a bit more, because not because I think it's inherently better, I just enjoy it a bit more because I think Has-Been turns me off in some ways, because writing aside, I feel like it's trying really hard to be really big, and it's missing, you know? Yeah. There's something nice in knowing a series knows exactly what it is and sticks to it. You know, like it specializes in a thing and it knows what it's doing, you know? I feel like Has-Been is kind of like shooting really far, not quite hitting it. And that's not inherently bad, it makes me enjoy it slightly less, you know? Yeah. So, like, yeah. I've never watched South Park. I wasn't allowed to. But thank you again, Decibel. Thank you. I know your social medias are too because I stalk you. Thank you for the super G stories. Let's get into this heartbreaker. Have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? Girl. Please from the vine. Falling so slow. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, no, destroys me. My goat's Iroh. My fucking goat. Also my Gilf? Bro, when he's shirtless and he's using the chains, I was like, whoa, Thank you. Thank you for the silver G stones. I know, but you're having too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Sully. Exactly. And sometimes it doesn't bide with everyone, you know? Yeah. It's very, we grew up on Tumblr and that kind of thing. And like, that's fine if that's your thing. I'm not saying Has-Been is bad. I just find its writing, for me, I perceive it as not for me. Not for me. It's not for me. I feel like there's a lot of ideas and not a lot of clean execution. So like, yeah. I admire the aiming for the stars and all that, aiming for the moon or whatever. But like, it just, when it doesn't land, you know? Yeah. Borrasca? Huh. Never heard of it. Yeah. Iroh in jail though. You can lock me up, baby. Oh no, Iroh's in jail. Oh no, officers. Oh no, I just have to tell you where the bodies are hiding now. Oh no, am I in the same cell as Iroh? Oh no. Oh no. I'm a team of who likes Has-Been, although I agree much. Yeah, that's fine. You can like Has-Been. That's perfectly fine. I think there are bits there are bits in Hazbin that are actually quite nice. Yeah. First and foremost, the voice acting work is fabulous. The VA work is fabulous. And I'll give credit where credit's due. The songs in season 1, bangers. Bangers. They are real. Loser Baby, one of my favorites. Hell's Greatest Dad. Unironically, I like that one too. Yeah, I Hell is Forever. If hell is forever, then heaven. Oh, wait, wrong one. What was it? What was it? No, guitar solo, fuck yeah! I liked it. Yeah, there's the music in Hazbin's actually very solid. Very, very solid. You know? Yeah, that's what I mean, Nicholas. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Vivian's writing has a lot of ideas, not much execution, you know? I appreciate the gusto, but it's not landing. Yeah. Exactly, Cypher, exactly. He a baddie, though. Dragon of the West. Oh, I like to ride his dragon. I'd like us to be a little less honest with each other, okay? I think it's okay to lie every now and then, chat. I think it's okay to lie to me I know that I want your loyalty and honesty at all times, but, like, it's okay to lie to me sometimes. Sometimes inside thoughts are inside thoughts. What the hell? Sometimes inside thoughts should stay inside thoughts, you know? Yeah. Oh man, I love his little talk with Toph, you know? Yeah, I remember when Toph left the gang for a little bit and bumped into Toph and they both talked for a little bit. That was so cute. I loved it. It was great. Hunter! No, Hunter! No, we demand chippies? No chippy! You don't deserve chippy. What other media absolutely wrecked me? What else? In recent memory? Another one from One Piece, Laboon. I never thought I'd care this much about a giant whale. Whales scare me. Whales kind of scare me, though. Nothing should be that large. Nothing should be that large. When Aiadmirers me, Chippy, miss you, cry! Good. Cry tears of blood for all I care. Cry! Cry! Cry about it! Slurps of your delicious salty borb tears. Slurps it up! Nom 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 nom. And obviously we don't need to beat a dead horse though, but oh yeah! Another scene that made me cry. Baldur's Gate 3. When her heart's giving out and you have to make the decision of what to do with her. I did not have it in me to let her die. So I had to watch a playthrough on YouTube of someone who did. I cried. I know that she's my wifey and I love her and everything, but she wants to... Oh, how horrible to have a curse on someone who wants to live so badly. For someone who wants freedom in life so badly. I cried. I remember when we came across that scene in my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 on stream. I remember we chose to go to Avernus with her, right? Because I'm parasocial for her and I love her. And I remember crying my eyes out. Then when she lights a cigar, I'm like, wait, I'm horny. Wait, that's kind of sexy. Wait, hold up. Let me take a pic. You look tough as fuck right now. I'm like, oh no, Karlach, I love you. Oh my god. Oh my god. My coochie. When women destroy their lungs, I don't like smoking. Smoking is bad. Why are women so sexy when they smoke? The way that awoke the dark urge in me, the long dormant dark urge. I was sad roused. I was like, Karlak, I know we're stuck in hell forever together, but you look tough, so you look so fucking tough. Yeah, a scene so sexy that my SSRIs stepped aside to let me feel horny again. It was crazy. It's like an Integra from Hellsing? It didn't break me, but the ending of Hellsing when Alucard meets up with old Integra. She was already hot. She's already hot. Till the room stank. Every hour by the hour. In the bedroom, in the kitchen, in the car, in the living room, in the roof. At NASA. In a satellite on Mars. Till the room stank. What I'm doing! Thank you for the Silverina! Let's see who, but there's a character death in JoJo Part 5 that made me burst into tears like full on ugly sob. I don't know why it hit me so hard. But that's the fascinating thing though. Like, I find it so fascinating when people cry at unexpected things because it just means it resonates with you in some way, you know? Yeah, isn't that delightful though? Thank you, Rika Tony. Happy 31 months. Battlefield 1 campaign stories made me tear up, not gonna lie. Also, Stellar Blade left me flabbergasted. Stellar Blade, huh? Does it have a particularly strong story? I don't hear much about Stellar Blade. Is that so, DG? Huh, interesting. Aw, cute boy, Jack. Yeah, oh, you would be hard in a satellite in zero gravity? No. She has horns, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I heard that Warframe has a really good story. And Destiny too, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Huh. Yeah, but that scene in Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, I cried. I also cried at the end of Baldur's Gate 3 because of all the letters you get from all the people you've helped along the way. It's I also think I cry easily. I cry really easily too. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah. Is that so? Huh. I don't know what any well, that was the whole intention. It's any media. It can be a book. It can be a fucking ARG. It can be an analog horror. Mandela catalog broke me for a while. Yeah. Oh, hi, Shadow Soldier. Mwah! Okay. Mandela catalog lost me towards the end. But The Intruder. I know The Intruder was just a police sketch. Do the police think we see demons? Like, why do these police sketches look like fucking homunculus? Why? The Intruder, like, sketch scarred me for months. It scared the shit out of me. It got to the point where if I was home alone, I would see it out of the corner of my eye, so I had to leave the lights on. Yeah, absolutely not. Jesus Christ! It was awful! Thank you, J Studies. Here's a brutal one. Remember that old game, that Dragon Cancer? I've not heard of that one before, J Studies. Is it like a visual novel or like an RPG or something? Thank you. Mwah! 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 Yeah, no, there's a scene. Like, oh my god, it's freaky deaky. I hate it. It's freaky deaky. I fucking hate it. I hate it. Also in Mandela catalog, this scene. The scene when the doppelganger is in the closet staring at the officer No. 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 Abso-fucking-lutely not! Thank you. Oh, it's a real... Oh! By me for father in a family that lost her son to cancer. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. That sounds quite sad. I mean, I do like sad. Oh, I hear that the game, To the Moon, I hear that breaks people. The thing is, I already watched some gameplay. I've already watched a fair amount of it. But yeah, I heard that game breaks people. Yeah. I heard it breaks people, especially if you have people on like of dying of something on like a deathbed. Planetscape. Oh, thank you for the recommendation, Platypus. Huh. Vita Carnus is really good too. I like the sad, pathetic little creature thing. What's it called? The in Vita Carnus, the unfortunate round one. What is that one called? Okay, unfortunate round thing is probably not the nicest of names, but I forgot what it's. The crawlers? Is it the crawler? No. What's the unfortunate crying rotund one? What is it? It looks very unfortunate. And some people keep it as a pet. What's it called again? Wait, does anyone watch Vita Carnus? The creature thing, not the mimic. The pets, the unfortunate round pet thing. The unfortunate round. That was my nickname back in college. You us? No, not that. No. Blackjack. Dap me up, brother. No, what's it called? The crawler? It had a name. It had a name. Good night, Gabriel. Good night. No, what was it? What was the name of it? I forgot. But this is like a creature in Vita Carnus. It's like imagine a very large naked mole rat, but pathetic, and it cries, and it's very unfortunate. I can only describe it as like a skinless, unfortunate round thing, you know. But like those are kind of cute, in a pathetic kind of way, in a sopping wet pathetic kind of way. Tremlins, or is that what they are? Trimmings? Oh, trimming. Yeah. Trimmings, because they came out the little branches. Yeah, trimmings. Yeah. Thank you. That's what they're called. Yeah. You know another movie that destroyed me? Caveat. The Caveat is an aggressively Irish movie. And there's a scene where it's the basement scene. You know what I'm talking about. Where the mother's body like ducks out of view. And the weeping angel moment towards the end of the movie, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Horrible, disgusting, awful. And I remember there was a scene in Skinamarink. Same thing, Shadow Soldier. Skinamarink is an indie movie that kind of like was TikTok famous for a while. There's one scene, so like I don't like kids. I just don't like kids. I will never wish harm upon. I know I joke about like be gone to the mines, but if like just the other day, a little girl asked to touch my keychains. I have a little bear keychain in my purse for work, and on my lunch break, I bumped into this little girl. She's like, Miss, can I touch it? Can I hold it? And so I unlatched the keychain, let her hold it, and that kind of thing. And she's like, oh, thank you. I am not one to ruin the whimsy and fun for a child. Okay, I don't like kids, but I would never harm one. In fact, I would always protect one. Okay, without fail. Skinamarink is very stressful to watch because two kids are just in constant peril. No adults to protect them. There's a scene where one of the kids is controlled by an unseen demon to stick a knife in his eye. And a little quick cut, a little blood, and you can just hear him wailing and crying in pain. That hurt me. I visibly flinched because it made me uncomfortable and upset for the child, you know? It was bad. Skinamarink is anxiety inducing. Yeah. The movie Beau Afraid made it so I can never hear the song Always Be My Baby the same again. A scene with that song freaked me the hell out. I'm too scared to Google it. Raynham, you have my consent to talk about the movie a little bit. What is it about? What is it about? I'm too scared to Google it. I'm scared. That's what I hear a lot of people say that about Violet Evergarden, Kamen Kuma. Yeah. It's funny, Paranormal Activity never bothered me, but I did watch it kind of late. Yeah. I think if I watched it during the height of its popularity, I think it would have affected me, but I watched it really late, like in college. Really, really late. Yeah. Same guy made Hereditary and Midsommar. Oh. Huh. Then it's fucked. Then it's fucked, I fear. Okay, it's fucked then. Okay, got you. Alright. Positively fucked. Also, okay, I know it's a very normie response, but I did bawl my eyes out during the Demon Train, Demon Slayer, the Demon Train movie. I remember being in theaters, and I was sitting, I think like they were doing like socially distanced showings at the time. And so me and my friends all we all took our tests together and sat together as a group. We took COVID tests, we're all negative. We wore masks to the theater. And I remember we were waterboarding ourselves from how hard we were crying. we were waterboarding ourselves. I saw my friend have to pluck her mask from her face because it was sticky and suffocating her. It was really bad. We were just waterboarding ourselves from how hard we were crying. Oh my god, set your heart up, Lily. Oh! Have y'all heard of a movie called Possum? So, that movie fucked me up. So, it's a movie about grief. It's a movie that, okay, dark subject matter. There's assault mentioned in that kind of thing. So, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Basically, it's a movie about a man who's trying to move on from his past. And the past demons and the past that he's trying to run from is personified by this horrible looking puppet. If you're not into puppets, steer clear of this movie. It's bad. This puppet, I've seen some pretty bad puppets. This is by far the most horrifying puppet I've ever seen in my entire life. And mind you, I watched The Dark Crystal without flinching. I walked the Dark Crystal. FNAF has no effect on me. That's fine. It's whatever. Annabelle, I could not give less of a shit. The puppet in Possum is pure nightmare fuel. Satan himself rose up from hell and was like, "Hey, yo, let me design a puppet for you." And it was the worst fucking thing ever. Possum is mortifying. It's very sad as a movie, but it's more. I know, right, Cujo? I know. It's horrible. Spider legs? Human head? Okay, thanks, Satan, I guess. Possibly the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The worst. It's horrible. It's actively the worst thing ever. It needs to be burned with fire. Actively the worst thing ever. I got a snifflish. Oh my god, it is! Yeah! Oh, Clayface! I've not heard of it. One second, I got update new carnival. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of Sid's toys, yeah. Crazy dial. Crazy dial. Quasi dial. What other media? Huh. The Ritual? Oh yeah, I love The Ritual. Yeah. I really like The Ritual. It's a good movie. I love the design of the force spirit. The Jotun, right? Yeah, I think it's like a bastard child of Loki, I think. Yeah, the Jotun was really cool. Yeah. You know, the Vivitch with Anya Taylor-Joy. Now, the scene of the crow pecking at the mother's breast, crazy cool. But also, okay, hold up. Why Black Phillip kind of a baddie though? Wait, I kind of get it. I'm on Anya Taylor-Joy's side. Maybe witchcraft's not that bad, you know, because would thou like the taste of butter? And a sexy pirate man guides my hand to sign away my soul to the devil. Okay. I would love me a sexy pirate man in black boots. Love it. I have seen Oddity. It was fucking terrifying. Yeah, bro, Custodes. I sometimes with that scene, I wonder how Disney got a PG-13 rating for Pirates of the Caribbean, because at times it was downright scary, downright terrifying. Girl, I remember being scared as like when I was younger. I watched The Curse of the Black Pearl, and the scene where he goes, "Hello, Poppet," like from the gap in the closet, scared the fuck out of me. Oh, Gummo? I've seen Gummo, 1997. I know what the movie is. It's not scary. It's just strange. Strange and surreal. Yeah. It seems like your average town in Mobile, Alabama. Gummo is not scary. It's just strange. It's a very, like, it's a unique, like, art piece thing. I don't get it. It's clearly not made for me, but I watched it a while back because a YouTuber I liked talked about it, and I was like, oh wow, that just happened. Yeah. Big mouse box. I hope I have a letter. Aww, cute Common Kuma. Cute. I remember the last time my parents made me cry of joy. A long time ago. So I remember my dad. So I'm a daddy's girl. I admit it. My dad. We were sitting in the house and the power was out because we got those here. And I was like, we were just sitting around bullshitting around, and I turned to my dad. I was like, Dad, am I pretty? And he was like, huh? Do you think I'm pretty? And I just hear him just like, he was like, you're the prettiest, sweetest, cutest. And I remember because my dad does a lilt in his voice when he's speaking, like when he speaks Nyongnyeo, when he speaks to me with affection, he has a very specific lilt in his voice. And it was so fun to hear the difference between like, yes, honey, to like, you're the cutest, sweetest, the sweetest, cutest, prettiest, like something like that. And it was cute. And I remember getting teary-eyed because, like, I don't know, I'm lucky that my dad is such a good dad. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a daddy's girl. Yeah, because my dad is very, like, stoic, I guess. He's very old school, like, normal dad. Like, old school, like watches football, drinks Heineken kind of guy, right? He wears exactly one kind of polo shirt and one kind of khakis. he drinks only Heineken or Stella Artois, right? And it's cute. Yeah. Reminds me when I saw where this girl asked her dad, "Am I ugly?" and he says no and stuff. And then clip to another girl asking that, and he says plain and simple, very much. Girl. Yeah, my dad has a lot of gat mullet. He has lots of gat mullet. Yeah. It's like Papa Amare. Yeah, Papa Amare is a very good dad. He's a very, very good dad. I remember when I was prepping for debut, I was very stressed. I had 3 weeks to get ready. I was rushing, right? And I was stressed. I was overworked. I was still working at my job, and of course, I was not adjusting to the schedule yet. And I remember I had COVID as well. And so I remember I was at my wit's end. I was so tired and so like emotionally worn out. Like my dad was talking to me from behind the door. He was like, "Honey, are you okay in there?" And I was like, "Dad, I could really use a hug right now." And he was like, "Oh, hold on, honey." And so he ran downstairs and he disappeared for a couple minutes. He runs back upstairs like, "Okay, honey, open the door." I opened the door and he wrapped himself in garbage bags. He wrapped himself in garbage bags and like an apron. He was wearing 5 masks. He was wearing like my brother's chemistry goggles and like a hairnet. Like he was covered in like clear bags. He's make it quick. And I got like a big ol' hug and I went back into my room because I was quarantining because I was sick. Yeah, that's my dad. I cried afterwards, of course. Yeah, Dad, Papa Amare needs to be protected, okay? Yeah, he's a softie, and I'm definitely a daddy's girl. I'm spoiled endlessly by my dad. It's like if I express liking a snack, I think one time I came home with a bag of Ahoy cookies because I got them from work, and I was like, oh man, I forgot how good these were, and I was eating them in the kitchen. I offered my dad some. He's like, oh, you like those? I was like, yeah, it's been a while. I've been happy since like high school. And then the next day, he bought 3 packs. He brought 3 packs of Ahoy chocolate chip cookies. And I was like, Dad, I can't finish all of these. He's like, oh, but I thought you liked them. Yeah. Chips Ahoy, yes, pardon me, I got the name wrong, sorry. I did, Nicholas, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, my dad has gat mullet. Yes, huge amounts of gat mullet, for real. Yeah. Crazy gat mullet. Crazy gat mullet. Yeah. And I remember, it's like, is this a bit personal? I think the reason why among other things, the reason why I adore Kim so much in Disco Elysium is that I love the idea of having someone in your corner who backs you up. And not that I didn't have people in my corner going up. I definitely did. But me and my mom had a complicated relationship for a long while. I think I mentioned earlier, like when we discussed Everything Everywhere All at Once, that the relationship between an immigrant Asian mom and her daughter, very seldom is normal, I'll be honest. There's a lot of very weird ones out there. It's more common to have a strained one than have an unstrained one. And so, I remember. So, I think you've heard bits and pieces of it before, and I hope this isn't too deep or too dark or nothing, but it's a very common thing that happens in immigrant households. I was hit as a kid, mostly over studies. So I was never the smartest girl. In fact, whips! I'm still dumb as fuck. And so, essentially what happened was that, my mom would often drill me in school studies. And if I didn't do well, I'd be struck. Typically with the back of the hand, a spoon, chopstick, whatever she had in hand. Back of a feather duster, like a dusty thingy, like the handle. Yeah. And so, I remember, so, at one point, my mom sent me to tutoring. Now, this tutor was actually a family friend from church. And we came over to his house. And my mom was like, sitting on one table, like one side of the table, and him on the other side, and me in the middle. And she was talking about, oh, Aya performs poorly in this. She's bad at this. She's not very smart with this. She's very slow with this. She doesn't know how to do this. And that kind of thing. And this is maybe our third tutoring session in. And he looks up at her and he goes, Miss Amare, do you not think this is a bit much for her? And I remember bursting into tears because it felt so cathartic to have someone in your corner who's like, because for a long time I thought I was crazy or just dumb or weak-willed because I couldn't handle what she threw at me. And so I just never thought about that. And so I think that's why I appreciate Kim and Disco Elysium so much, because he's the guy in your corner, He doesn't do anything. I mean, yes, he saves your life, but in the early parts of the game, he's simply there to back you up, right? He's like, whatever decision you make, sir, whatever decision you make, Harry, I'll back you up on it. It's your decision, right? And it feels nice to have that, Not some grandiose, towards the end where he saves Harry's life, then yes, a whole different thing, but towards the beginning of just little things. I don't know, I appreciate that. I think young Aya could have used that. Yeah. This is intelligent. What
is
I'm not.
You?
Thank you, Guta, for the Shupa Dilly, but no boobs! No! 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 Ridiculous. Smart cookie! No, I'm not. I'm a goob. No boobs. Sorry, adjust glasses. Only sexy red tieflings can boot me. Nice try. I don't see any sexy red tieflings in chat, so, bites my lip. Tough nuts. Too bad, so sad. Yeah. Sure, Joy Stoties, go for it. Yeah, sure. Sure, go for it. And so, yeah. It feels in the line from the end of Missing JJ Macfield and the Aiadmirers got me. Oh yeah, it's a game. It's a visual novel game, isn't it? I think I have it on my Steam wishlist. Yeah. No boobs. And hi, Guta. Thank you for the shupa. No boobs allowed. Absolutely not. Yeah. When the feeling of having someone who, even if they don't literally, they know what to, they would give you the world if it would help you, really hit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When the prevailing emotions that you receive are disapproval, displeasure, what's denigration? That can very quickly narrow a child's way of self-evaluation, doing nothing by expectation of... Yeah! Very common in Asians! Very, very common. Lots of weird shit going on there. A puzzle a puzzle platformer. Gotcha. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, but... My boy Kim. I ordered a plushie. On today's episode of AiaAmare's Unwise Financial Decisions, I may or may not, in my emotional throes last night, purchased a Harry and Kim Pape. I spent $60 on it. Noted, thank you, J Stories. I made financial decisions that were not the wisest. So, I spent $60 to purchase a Harry and Kim plushie. Yeah. I have cute little Sanrio outfits to put them in, so... Yeah. Mechanic is thurible? I can't justify it. But wait! I understand how chatters feel now. Before I became a streamer, I would very rarely speak in people's chats. I'd usually tend to myself, right? There's a YouTuber I watch who was given early access to Skitari from Fat Shark. And she was playing Skitari on stream. And I was talking a little bit in chat a little bit. I was like, oh wow, this guitar is really tall. She's like, oh yeah, I maxed out the height. I can't pick anything up though. And then the gun she's using, I was pretty sure it was the Garand that I saw in the trailer. And I was like, the ping on the gun is delicious. Is this the Garand? Is it a Skitari exclusive? She's like, yeah, it's the galvanized Garand. It's a Skitari exclusive. And every time... No, I mentioned the height of the Skitari, and I was like, I guess we're just gonna dunk on the heretics in the name of the Omnissiah. And she laughed and was like, yeah, I gotta dunk on them for the Omnissiah. I was like, is this what it feels like? It's like, we're not allowed to super chat, us livers, but I was tempted to super chat. I should have hopped into an alternate account or something. But like, I was like, oh, I get it. Oh shit, wait, I get it. But I wouldn't blow entire paychecks, so I'd be reasonable though. I'm not like the Aiadmirers. I would not blow like a whole fucking paycheck. I would not. I'll do a tasteful, like, a couple bucks, you know? Yeah. Just a little bit, you know? Because, look at the economy, you know? So, anyways. No, I don't want Seth. No. We are good burbs. If they were red and buff, you would, maybe. Maybe. If it was if they were a beefy, sexy woman, then I would consider. I might consider it, like a little bit. Some kind learns from the band Warcry. It talks about the drowning captain telling his loved one he is going on a trip that they can't join, and listen to it after my mom died at ugly cry. Sans? Oh my god. What should I name my... Okay, I know for a fact there's gonna be so many Skitari named Clanker. I just know it. I just know it. Well, to be fair, the whole naming convention behind my 40k characters is that they have bird something. Yeah. And so, like, I need Metaton. I have bird catcher. Bird feeder? No. Bird something. Say Gex. Sure. Fuck it. Why not? Sure. I think planar or jet would be funny, like a metal bird would be kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, let's get started. And Death by Glamour have a very similar, like, intro. Not bird. I'll come up with some later. I'll think about it. Yeah. Apache attack helicopter? You know, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Not bird. I think I'll get like an angry ping from Rai for stealing his character's name. Yeah. Also, I did stream a lot yesterday, so I think I'll end stream in like 10-ish minutes. Yeah, I need time to rest because I don't feel tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the advantage of that and get some work done. Yeah. Or like a totally normal pigeon or something. Secretly a camera. Yeah. Okay? I streamed for 8.5 hours yesterday. I was deep in the Disco Elysium sauce. Yeah.
I love boobies though. Thank you for sharing these with me, Borbies.
Yeah. I did have a dream once that I graduated. That one hurt. It will not happen for a long time, but I know that it will hurt me very badly. Yeah. Actually, I think my longest stream was like almost 11 hours. Yeah. Almost 11 hours. No, I have no plans on it for a very long time, don't worry. But like, I had a dream that I did for some reason, and I couldn't even recall what for, you know? I couldn't even recall what for. But it hurt. It hurt real bad. I think the idea of not being able to see Aiadmirers ever again is like deeply upsetting to me. Deeply upsetting. Yeah. We're gonna try it together, right? Yeah. But I think regardless, I'd find a way to stalk y'all anyways. I have set up shop in a plot of your land, so yeah. You did because you abuse us in your sock anyways. Yeah. No stock. I stalk the Borbos because it's funny. Yeah. Besides, the Burbies love me. The Burbies would always let me stalk them because they simply love me. Yeah. The Burbies love me lots. And so, Yeah. No clingy? I'm not clingy, I'm just keeping an eye on you. Aiadmirers have terrible habits. I've seen their spending habits. I know it's bad. And so I had to keep an eye on the Aiadmirers forever to make sure they don't do nothing bad. Gotta make sure my birds are behaving. Yeah. I don't watch y'all because I'm clingy. I watch y'all because I'm making sure you're not up to any tomfoolery. Traffic streamer, but you are notably uncool. But I'm way cooler though. Have you noticed that my chivalry is through the roof and that I'm far more charismatic? Yeah. I also don't blow my money on silly VTubers. I blow it on Warhammer minis like God intended. Yeah. The Bank of America's broken all its burbs. Those rates and those loans are very steep. Then stop loaning! Stop asking for loans! If the angel returned to heaven, I wouldn't quite feel so bad because I know she'd be looking down lovingly on her burbs, stalking us relentlessly, breathing heavily. Exactly! You'll see the foggy, like my fog breath on the windows when I'm watching from outside. Look out your window, by the way. Just kidding. But you wanted to. True coolness comes with self-confidence and certain of gentlemanly behavior. Yeah, I'm gentlemanly. And I'm self-confident. Yeah. Yeah. Girl, it didn't break me, but it changed my brain chemistry. Twilight Princess. Midna. Bro. Damn. They just don't make them that way anymore. Too bad, Corgi. You're in a parasocial competition against me and you're losing! Bruh. Now, I already liked Twilight Princess because I kind of like the emo era that a bunch of games went through in the late 2000s. I like the art style for Twilight Princess quite a bit. And Midna, no. Why they gotta make it like that? Alright, let's just... Oh, no spoilers, no spoilers. I'm just saying she's sexy. There's no spoilers, Steve. She just kinda hot. And I like the art style. Is this why I'm low-key a furry? Because Wolflink is kind of it? Huh. You learn something new every single day. Life is truly amazing and wonderful. Huh. Yeah. Huh. I receive it telepathically, yes. The J Studies, thank you for the Shupa. You can't stop me from unwisely spending. Observe as I purchase every Primark. Ahaha, get shot by an Inquisitor. Bad! No overspending! Shush! Shush! Silence! Bad! Zoe! Thank you for the Super J Studies. Also the song Minna's Lament? Lament? I never learned how to pronounce that word. But yeah, beautiful song. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 na 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 na. Lament? Oh, lament? Yeah. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah. But very pretty song. Very somber, very sad. Mundane, thank you for the Shupa. I cry every time I look at my bank account, but sending it Super means it makes it worse. It makes it worse. Cypher, no. Shush. Silence. You do realize that the more you spend, the worse it looks, right? That's literally how... Only for Fulgrim or Sanguinians, just saying. Anyways, you do realize that... You do realize it makes it worse, right? It literally makes it worse. I don't know what you're on about, besties. It makes it far worse. Way worse. So be good borbs, or else. I mean, nuh-uh. You're denying reality, you dweeb. Does it though? Yes, it does. Do you shut up. If I just realized what I just realized, we would be perfect for each other and we never find another. Is that Cerebrillus? I forgot. All like late 2000s music begins to fold together into one song. Yeah. Bad borbs. Very bad borbs. Yeah. A tax lawyer? They probably earn a lot, don't they? Tax lawyers. Mom's right. I should have been a lawyer. Too bad I'm too dumb for it. Yeah. The backstory / real selves for the characters in the Caligula Effect games hit me hard. Especially Gins from the sequel. The first game's alternate ending is a gut punch. I don't remember. Do you guys remember how many games made me cry in my time in streaming? What was it? Unpacking. Yeah. I cried at that too. I cried a little bit. It was very sweet. Fun fact, I've actually replayed Unpacking a couple times because it's actually very relaxing to play offline. So like, Unpacking, I remember that one. I liked it. It was really soothing. I play offline every now and then when I feel like it because it's very sweet. A lot. What games? Well, that's my birthday stream. I cry from appreciation and love for my Aiadmirers pretty often, actually. Yeah, I'm a very lucky gooby. Yeah. Aiadmirers have made it possible for me to stream and be a happy goop, so naturally I get a little emotional when I think about my burbies, okay? Yeah. It's only natural when I owe y'all my whole fucking career, so... Yeah. I owe the Aiadmirers my entire freaking career, so God forbid a girl gets a little emotional about it because she loves you. Yeah, God forbid. She loves it like a little bit, I guess. Too bad the Aiadmirers never behave! Oh, these naughty Borbies. Very naughty. Extremely bad. Silly Borbos. Let me see. Are there any other piece of media I'm missing? She'll give you appreciation. Actually, you can just say I love you. You can appreciate me in ways that don't ruin your finances. Thank you very much. Okay? That hurts my eyes, Phantom. Put that away. Okay, put that the fuck away. Put it the fuck away. You can just say like I love you or like I appreciate you. Okay? Yeah? You can just do that. Silly Borbos. Silly Willies. But no. Everything is suffering with you. Goodness gracious. Goodness me. You can show me by going, I love you, Goop. Adore the Gooply. Adore you too, I guess. I guess. I suppose you're okay or something. You aight. Stinky. Stinky nasty. But wouldn't the words I love you mean so much more when bathed in the blinding light on a aguagoskabuba? No. No. No, it's worse. It actually detracts from the love. It makes it rancid. Corrigan, that's racist! Thank you for the super, you dweeb. Shush! Shush! We already mentioned it, Kamen Kuma, yeah. It makes me cry every time, it's so sad. I love you? Apparently not be racist. Mods, send the communist bugs after this man. Thank you for the super. K, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Why do you hate me? What I do to you, Baba Booey? Thank you for the fuck I did to you, huh? The fuck did I do to you? Why do you literally hate me, brother? What the hell? Thank you. Thank you for the yellow super. Shush. Yellow no matter what. Good. Some people deserve to lose. And you already know why it's yellow. Mods. Mods. Unfry his rice. Good night, Phantom. Good night. Mods. Unfry this man's rice. Immediately. Thank you. Thank you, Bubble, you dweeb! Yeah. That's rude and racist? Too bad. Too bad. Thank you for Aiadmirers. You've gone too far. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Yeah. Huh? Oh no! Little Bubba Boy got his Fifi hot. Oh no, not your sad little Fifis. Too fucking bad. Welcome to the real world, bitch. Welcome to the... Do you like how I'm telling the literal army veteran, welcome to the real world? The actual veteran. The literal... The person who literally fought for our country. Hi, Sakana. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Not... Mom, not me telling that to an actual veteran. Crazy. Oh, hi, Sakana. Hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. I was in army? What were you gonna for gore? I just know that you served. Was it Marines? I for gore. Yeah, I for gore. It's been a minute. I just know you served. He didn't fight the country. He fought for the country. Yeah, for the country. Okay? What the hell? Run KDFL, that sure hurt. The entire... Bro Fist fought Florida specifically. Yeah. We've been meaning to get rid of Florida for a while anyways. Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Maybe... Ah, I remember... Yeah! Gotcha! Wait, what's MC? Main character? Mac and cheese! Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Something... Man, all Canadians are good. You should go home. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Navy and MC. Oh, Marine. Ah. Oh, Marine Corps. Oh, I thought it was mac and cheese. That's why all the super chats are yellow. They're covered in mac and cheese. Yeah, you're... That makes sense. The MC stands for macaroni and cheese, so that's why all your super chats are yellow. Not because you're racist. It's just because you have mac and cheese. Ah. The plot thickens. The plot thickens just like your cheese sauce. They're not covered in pith. No, they're covered in mac and cheese. Yeah. Oh my god, I love mac and cheese. Me too, bestie. Yeah, me too. Mundane, thank you for the shupa. Thank you, thank you. Happy 41 months. Sometimes I watch Goofs. She reminds me of cheese from Foster's for Imaginary Friends, and then I cry. I just remember that cheese was not well. Wasn't he annoying? Yeah, wasn't he like annoying or something? I thought people found him annoying. I think Blue hated him, didn't he? Yeah. Is that what it is? Mac and cheese. Macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Who up? Mac and they cheese. Who up? Warring they hammer. Who up? Chatting they supers. Who up? Hunching they back in Notre Dame. Yeah. I got bad when they ran out of milk and could not make cheese for how horrible! Blue was an asshole though. Yeah, Blue was an asshole. High key. Yeah. Yeah. All night, every night, baby. Super shush, J Stories, shush. Bad. Also, the Winnie the Pooh movie made me cry because it's not talking about nothing lasting forever. And my grandpa died in episode 13, 14, season 1 of Black Lagoon. That's me for like a week. Aww. I think. Oh my god, The Land Before Time. Littlefoot's mom passing. Yeah, I cried as a kid. I cried. I also cried during the Iron Giant when he was like I go, you stay, no following. And yeah. Uncle Shush you. Yeah, remember? Yeah. I remember I cried really hard at that too. Yeah. The Iron Giant was a good movie though. It was a really good movie. It was super good. Yeah. I don't know. I remember getting ads for Flubber on my VHS for whatchamacallit. For Iron Giant. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? It's really sad. And then the Hope Corps ending when it's like it pans to Antarctica where he exploded and landed and like all of his body parts are reassembling and he smiles at the camera. Soon to own on home and soon to own on DVD. Yeah, super. He was a real one. He was a real one. Duck Dodgers, Daffy Duck Perry. Duck Dodgers of the 24th in a 1/2 century. Was that the one? Was it that right year? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. The Dodgers the 24th in a 1/2 century. Good show. Really good show though. When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans! From their tower, they can see it all. Teen Titans! They got the bad guys on the run. They never stop till the job is done. 'Cause when the world needs heroes, you can call. Teen Titans, go! Slade was hot. Slade was hot. I'm just saying, Slade was kind of it. Like, I think Slade kind of awoke my liking for masked bad guys. Because, quite frankly, it is kind of hot. Yeah, oh, really? Iron Giant, huh? I missed that. I miss those days. Simpler days. I get tired of 3D animation. I kind of miss 2D. Luckily, there are quite a few good 2D projects, like Lackadaisy. Yeah. I mean, come on. So it was kind of fun, though. Hey, this show was a By Nightmare, then Blackfire? Girl. Starfire, Raven... Girl, there's a whole generation of people who want goth chicks now. Because of Blackfire and Raven specifically. Okay? I believe... We had Blackfire. We had Raven. We had the girl with the purple hair in 16. We had Gwen from Total Drama Island. We had so many options. I think there's a reason why there's a whole generation of people who are low-key into goth chicks. Then Sam from Danny Phantom? The Hex Girls? Yeah! I'm just telling you, there were signs. There are obvious, visible signs. Yeah, crazy. Oh, bless your heart, Zidane. Bless your heart. But, Shigo! Ember from Danny Phantom? Girl. Bro. Goth chicks. Bro. Crazy. Crazy dial. Insane. But anyhow, I should probably end stream for now. Tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? I think we're double streaming tomorrow. Let me check. Tomorrow is stream ends if chat makes me laugh. And then after that is a Membies. Yeah, I'm gonna be testing some stuff on 3D, on 3D environments. So, yeah, you're gonna see that tomorrow for Membies. Yeah. I'm testing some technology stuff, so yeah. No, I'll simply not laugh, okay, shush. Yeah, Gwen was kind of a baddie, high key. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now, Burbies. No whining. No whining, no crying, no pissing, no shitting. Okay? Alright? Be good Borbs. Be good Borbos. Thank you to for the stream F. What? I shit all over. No! No shitting all over. I had to give you 15 minutes of time. I gave you plenty. Okay? Be good Borbs. I have to get back to my work now. Thank you for tuning in, Burbies. Thank you for sharing. You have plenty of time. You have plenty of time, you silly Borbs. Yeah. Silly Borbs. No stalling. Bad Borbs. Of course, thank you. What? No, but it's the week, but Gooby has to work. Okay? I won't, Jace. There's no worries. She hates it. No, I love the boy. I just gotta go now. No stalling, okay? I'm not stopping for none of y'all. I gotta go now. Good night, Borbs. Good night, stinky, silly Borbs.
Wub wub. Wub 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 wub. Wum 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 wum.
Wait, what do you mean, wait? What do you mean, you're not gonna I'm not gonna get distracted. Wait, have I told you're so fucking precious when you smile? Anyways, have I told you that? Anyways, Marcos, happy 29. Stop distracting me. Good night. Let those two big honkas rest. What? Let those two big honkas rest, and you better rest well. Okay. Wait, Streamlabs? No, not Streamlabs. No, nothing. Thank you. Thank you for... Huh, okay. Thank you for the 29 months, Marcos. Good night, Burbs. Is it? No, there's nothing on Streamlabs. I don't see. I refreshed the page. There's nothing there. Yeah. Good night. You're not distracting me anymore. Goodbye. Bing.
It's wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!